Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for the MUFC Unfiltered podcast, brought to you Sunday, a little bit earlier than usual, but we are here nevertheless. Big up to the community. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And we are again 3-point collectors. 3 in a row. Can you believe it? You know what I'm saying to you? Normally, we'd be coming on here talking about a loss, but now it feels good. What a weekend for Man United. Are we building momentum? Are we going to do something this year? Are we actually going to be taken serious this year? We're going to discuss it all. But before I do, I always want to welcome the people. Big up to Ash. He couldn't make it. He's got a flu. So, yeah, man, he's been caught in the flu as well. So, big up to Ash. Hope you get well soon if you're watching, mate. You know what, my Durag Double A, you're on a roll, mate. You're on a roll. You're on a roll, my friend. You know what I mean? But you can't wear it because you're from Pakistan, apparently. You're from
yeah, I'm Asian, so I'm not allowed to wear it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to wear it, mate. You're not allowed to wear it.
Well, if you go on my Insta, and you see my dready daddy, I think you'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you'll see otherwise. But yeah, mate, listen, Durag Double A, I hope it's here to stay because listen, it's working, yeah. Everyone knows the reasons why we're really winning. Some people are saying it's down to Senny. We know it's because of this.
Yeah, we know it's the Durag, man. We got to give that a shout out.
But now, mate, I'm blessed to be here. Blessed to have, almost a full W weekend for Man United. If Spurs had lost,
I know.
I think it would have been perfect. People saying Arsenal, but no, we want Arsenal to win. If we can't win the league, we want Arsenal to win the league. Let's just clarify. Yes, we do, brother.
No, we don't,
yes,
man.
Listen, because at the end of the day, bro,
yes,
listen, right now, I'm not going to say too much, but
please don't say anything. Please don't say anything. Where you're going, do not head there. Where you're heading, do not head there. Please.
Yeah.
So, but it's just nice to be here without having flawless all like I told you so after last week, and he was like, well, we'll see after Brighton. About the whole our biggest moment of the weekend was the win against Liverpool.
No. I said it could. I said the season it could be our best moment of the season. That's what I said.
You were like, yeah, it's gonna.
That's what I said. It could be. Which was don't act like you were super confident going into Brighton. Don't do that, Double A. Now we won.
I knew we were winning. I knew we were winning.
He knew, man. He was ahead of the curve.
In the stadium. I wish you would have filmed the vlog during the game. Well,
yeah.
This joke, man. Yeah, I don't know you. Don't let Double A lie to you. You're a whole fool.
Hey, do you know what? Confident until they scored that second goal, then everything was off the table.
Yeah. She never went there, though. She never went
your end, Double A, or was it down the other end where Welbeck scored the free kick? Was it your end?
Over end to me. But I knew as soon as he stepped up, I turned to my dad, goal. He always scores against us, innit? So I was like, goal. I knew it was happening. But I'll talk about why I was excited about the way it finished after that. But yeah, big up to the best chat on YouTube as always. I'm not Ali G, by the way. That's not a thing. Obviously, Saeed every time. I'm my hype man, flawless, and yeah, big up to Ash. I'm not seen him a couple of weeks, but yeah, big up to Ash. Hope he's okay.
Yeah. Maybe Ash needs to stay away because we're winning. I don't know, but yeah, listen, I'm only joking.
That's your decision, bro. That's above our heads. That's above our heads. That's our pay grade.
Big up flawless as well, man. You get me? You got a do-rag. Is that a do-rag or is that just what do they call that?
Skull cap. This is a skull cap. That's all, man.
No more. Skull cap, man. You get me? I might need to get on something, you know what I mean? I know I'm wearing
get the skull cap.
Familiar and that, but yeah.
No. Don't try jumping on the trend. Don't try jumping on the trend.
Hey, after all the terrible names you was coming up with last week, you know what I'm saying? We need one there. We go. The do-rag guns.
No. The thing is, yeah, with the Jerk twins, that wasn't meant in the way. It was just because we're both Jamaican. Jerk, obviously, is our national seasoning. So it was.
I've got a decision to make, bro. I've got a decision to make because the Biryani brothers, I'm being serious with you guys, man. Fans and Nuruddin, I love you, brothers.
You gotta cancel them.
I've got to cancel them, bro. Chat, let me know. Biryani brothers, can I really bring them on Saturday? Because every time they come over here, we lose. I think the last time we've won is a long time, man. It's been a long time, brothers. Faz, brother Faz, listen to me. I'm making a big decision, because boy, I win. You get me? Like, bro, we're gonna have to have some conversations because boy, right now I'm on a winning run. You get me? That's all I'm gonna say. But man said I will be there. Man said he'll force the door down.
He's gonna rush the house, isn't it?
He's gonna rush the guy.
Faz for his own agenda. You can see what's going on. Hey, Faz for the greater good. Stay away.
Lock your doors, brother. The doors is not too strong. But you don't see what Nurin has been doing with them walls, bro. The walls are not even strong enough, man. You get me? Them walls are coming off, mate. You know that one's there. But listen, man. I can't lie to you. Right now, I'm very happy. What a weekend, guys, man. Can we just before we analyze this thingy, look at the weekend. We won. City lost. Liverpool lost again. Hold that. You get me?
Hey, Saeed, run that back again from the top, man. Stay that.
United won.
Reload.
Let me reload that.
Yeah,
United won. Man City lost. And then Liverpool lost again. You know what I was there, bro? Again. 4 in a row. You get me? Shout out to Big Steve, because he loves saying 4 in a row, But how about 4 losses in a row, bro? 5 losses in our competition. If you want to add, you get me, the game before that. Brother.
Oh, yeah, we definitely adding that. That counts. 100%.
And then one more. Chelsea. Raiding. What did Carefree Lewis say? Raiding champions. Brother, nobody cares about your champions, man. But your champions and all of that bullshit, bro.
You know what makes it even sweeter that Garnacho did that stupid celebration.
Exactly, bro.
Brother.
Man, you know what this is fun with Garnacho, Brother, you literally scored a goal against Sunderland, bro, and you're doing that celebration. This is one of the reasons where I lost it with Garnacho. Brother, humble yourself, bro. Humble yourself.
Do you know why?
He's at Chelsea. Carry on.
Carry on. Go on. Carry on.
It's the ego because he wanted to do because he scored there last season, didn't he? For us or whatever.
I know.
And he sat on the thing. So for him, it's all about viral moments. How can I be the topic of conversation? Nothing to do with on the pitch, but we've known that about him for a long time. So to see him do that and then for them to lose, he's just absolutely perfect.
Shout out to Sunderland, by the way. Shout out to Sunderland. You got to take them seriously.
Beating them at home is not for everyone. Beating Brighton at home is not for everyone. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It feels good talking like this. I can't lie. It feels good talking.
We're terrible. We're terrible. Do you know?
You know what I mean?
What's even better? Like the fact, like when we won, and they were like, "How can you be fourth?" Liverpool fans giving it about, "Oh, you're terrible." And then they go and lose. It's like, well, we're both terrible, then, aren't we? Or the whole league
we're both terrible.
Do you know what I mean? Like
we're both terrible.
We had a bad start. But you can't write there's 9 games gone in the league. Do you know what I mean? And we all thought it was the end of the world. But 3 games gone, and we are getting better, aren't we? We are looking better.
Yeah.
We are looking
better. I agree.
Again, people look at you they're already called us giddy, which is not the case.
Brother, we're allowed to be giddy though, bro. The amount of like time we're on here.
It's not about being giddy. It's just enjoyment.
We're not enjoyment. That's it. You're right.
United have won matches, so of course we're happy. Like what else do you expect us to be? You know what I'm saying? No one here has said, "Hey, United title charge. United are winning the league." No, there's been none of that. It's
someone
I haven't said anything. I
one more. I know Saeed is a couple games away from that. Let us win 5 in a row. My man cuts his hair. Oh, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Let my man cut his hair, and it's 5 games in a row. Man are going to be talking title charges. It is feet on the ground. But of course, we're happy. Not only are Manchester United winning games, we're getting deserved wins. We're playing well. That's the thing that I like the most in particular about that Brighton game is Brighton are a good side. They were going into the game in good form, have a fantastic record at Old Trafford, and we performed well. We deserve the victory. There's multiple players you can wax lyrical about. I'm over the moon about it. Yeah. Did I expect it? No. I ain't gonna be like double A and lie and go, yeah, I expected to win, but over the moon about it. Over the for real. Because we actually played well and weathered storms, whether it was the one right near the end before we scored the first goal. But Brighton are gonna do that because they're a good team with good players. But we play well. And I'm sure we'll get into it.
Do you know what? When I always say on this show, and it's been the case for a couple of years, I can never judge. I always judge United how they'll play when I see the lineup. But when I saw that he'd brought Sesko back in and Euro back in, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I thought we're gonna win. I just knew we were gonna win. I just had that feeling, and I've not had that feeling at a Manchester United game for God knows how long. But I just felt, I was just feeling like, do you know when I never predict scores, but I was like, I could really eat a 2-0 today. I could really have a 2-0. United, nice clean sheet. Obviously didn't get it, but 4-2. The way we did it's even better.
Yeah. Big up Faz in the chat as well, man. But honestly,
look at it. He's trying to jump in. Look, the biryani bag. Nah, it's all right, bro. Calm. All good, man.
Yo, big up Faz, man. But what I will say though is, we've been deserving of our wins lately. You feel me? Like, and winning brings confidence. I think for me, like, as much as I want performances, we want it in wins, bro. At the end of the day, you look, and I said it, this league right now, you win a couple of games, look where we are now in the table. I know it's still early on, we're 9 games in, but look at that, when you win games, bro, it just breeds confidence, bro. And everyone else is crumbling around us. You know what I mean? Like, Man City have lost today. They're Haaland FC. I can say it with confidence, bro. They're Haaland FC. Liverpool, why can't they win games? Okay. It's not down to us. Hold that. You feel me? Chelsea, super team, 2 billion spent. Hold that, bro. Like, I don't want to be hearing no.
Don't disrespect the World Cup.
The league is poor and the league is this. If Arsenal win the league this year, they've deserved to win the league. That's the way it is. If you're consistent, you deserve to win the league. United, you can't. You know what I mean? We can talk about sustainability and whatnot and da. I'm here for the greater, kind of topics and whatnot and debates. I think it's good because everything needs context. Everything needs to, you know what I mean? But at the same time, bro, we're winning games, man, and that should be celebrated. It should be cherished, and you should just say, you know what, man?
The people are upset about Manchester United winning games just because we've been critical of the team beforehand. Big up Lewis every single time. Like, we're winning games.
Shameless.
You mentioned it's not results are fantastic, but on top of that, what makes it even, like I said, more satisfying is we're adding in the performances as well. Because if we were just getting battered and it was smash and grabs, and it's like, all right, we won, but it was nothing to build on. This is something to actually build on. These 3 games. It's still 1 game at a time, and Forest will be a different test. But I like what I'm seeing, man. Especially that performance. This is the best one out of the lot, I think. That Brighton game. Yeah, that was the best.
I think the scoreline
the best performance out of the season.
I think the scoreline was not a 4-2. I don't know why.
We should have been outside beforehand.
Bro, we should have been 5-0 up. Easy.
We outside. They missed. But here how we're talking, though, we scored 4 goals, and we're talking about the chances players missed. And obviously you don't want players missing chances, but how many times have we spoke on here about United not creating anything? And there's too much attacking talent out there, and now all of a sudden, because we're doing the basics, the attacking players are shot like Cunha yesterday again. Just showing his class, especially these last 2 games in particular. As well, the start out that wasn't against the penalty. I don't know. I'm adding in Buemo as well, Bruno and Cass as a pivot, like playing. So man, I like what I'm seeing. Look what I'm seeing so far. Just carry on. Continue.
Carry on. 100%, bro. Like for me, Casemiro. I don't know where to start, guys, man. Do we talk about Casemiro's performance looking like the Casemiro of old? Do we talk about Cunha? Do we talk about Mbumo? You know what I mean?
I think we should start the front 3. That how they were gelling. You started to see the cohesiveness of them working it out and becoming competent up front and passing to each other, finding space. Like, I felt so sorry for Sesko because he deserved a goal so much yesterday.
Yeah, like, I know.
So hard working. Like, when you consider what we've seen up front for the last 2 seasons, couldn't be any different. And he wasn't. I don't remember any massive chances for him at all. Really,
first half could have done better with that.
You had the one with the left foot, and then there was one where they gave the ball away, and he got it with his right foot. He got the one with the right. He got the one with the right foot that he could have drove further with the goal or even played Mbeumo as well. But overall, his link-up play was like his turn and touch for the Mbeumo goal was quality. I think it was Bruno who zipped the ball into him and he touched it and turned and laid off the pass. That's very difficult to do. The amount of people who was especially slipping around on the pitch as well. So yeah, Sesko, he should have scored. But again, I'm here talking about our striker should have scored and he played well and we scored 4 goals. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like for me, I'm happy we got him instead of Sesko. Yeah, I mean, Gyökeres. I don't care. Like, listen, what I said beforehand was before the signing. You know what I mean, bro? It is what it is, bro. You get me? But now I am super grateful. I've watched Gyökeres, and Gyökeres may score goals. I'm not saying Gyökeres is a flop, but I am happy with Sesko. Not only is it because, it's what you do when you haven't got the ball, bro. Technically, very, very sound. Not many times the ball's bobbling off him. Not many times when he's like looking a bit lost. I don't know why Gary Neville was talking the way he was talking this today, bro. He's always got something bad today. He just goes that he looked like he didn't really link up well with the other 3 and that he was a bit off.
He said that about
Sesko?
Yeah, bro. Did you not see him?
No.
Yeah, bro. It was bizarre. He just for some reason was cooking Sesko for some reason, bro. Yeah, bro. I'll find you what he said, but he just went and said like he didn't really link up with the 2 others, etc. And but I thought for me he was gonna listen, good assist, bro. At the end of the day, Mbeumo has to do a lot. But yeah, I can't lie to you, bro. Like for me, I'm happy with Sesko. I really am, bro. And I mean the front 3, you're right, bro. The upgrade, like, bro, like they've changed our lives, bro. Mbeumo, Sesko, and Cunha from where we were last season. I don't want to hear about Rashford, cool. He's got ability, but at the same time, bro, I'm seeing ability and more with Cunha. I'm seeing ability, application, confidence, swagger, everything you want to know. For me, it's an upgrade. I know everyone's got their opinion. And Mbeumo on Garnacho, we don't have to say that. It's a clear upgrade. And Højlund on Sesko is an upgrade. We've upgraded that front 3. And you have to give credit to Ineos for that because at the end of the day, they brought them in there. But yeah, that recruitment this summer, bringing them in, top quality, man. And you've seen it now. I don't know what they've got all together, but we're cooking now. I don't know how many goals Mbeumo's got, but all I need to know is that them man are doing what they need to do, bro. You get me? And right now it's madness right now. I can't lie. It's a madness.
Mbeumo just looks like he's played for United for years. He's just the way he's slotted into everything. He gets it. Like you can tell, like, do you know when players? It's like the opposite of what I think Maguire is. He's come to United and it's like you can't believe he's at United, but he's taking it on and he's improved us. Whereas Maguire come in, it's like, well, I'm at United now, so obviously I'm the best defender in the world. Whereas Mbeumo's proving that he's one of the best attackers in the league, and he also looks dangerous every time he gets the ball.
Dangerous.
He could have had an hat trick. He could have had it yesterday. He probably should have done. I just love watching him. Like we've not had that many players you love watching run with the ball, get the ball. Every time he has the ball, every time he touches the ball, it's with a purpose. He knows exactly what he wants to do with it, where he wants to play to be, where the movement is just fantastic. It all ends up a phenomenal football player, and again, just not. You look in history, like especially Premier League players, it's not signings United make. We just don't do it. So to go and get one of the best forwards in the league, well, 2 of the best forwards in the league, despite who they play for, it doesn't matter. 2 of the best forwards in the league, to have them both playing for us, and now Cunha's got that first goal, and I was directly behind it, and as soon as he left his foot, I knew it was.
You know it's going in, it's going in.
I knew it was going in. I made up for him because you could tell it was, again, with players like that, it's the monkey off the back in it. They're just desperate for that first goal. I'm glad it's at Old Trafford as well, to be honest with you, because it means a bit more. It means a bit more, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You've seen his stories on Instagram, take me home United Road and all that. It means a little bit more to get your first goal at Old Trafford. So buzzing for him. He could and it's just nice to have high IQ, intelligent football players just throughout the team. Do you know what I mean? Could you go? We've got Senny now, intelligent footballer. You've got De Ligt, Euro, intelligent footballers. Casemiro is proving again he's still an intelligent footballer. Can't do it for 90 minutes, but when he's on it, very intelligent. And then you've got the front 3, intelligent football players. Now, if we can pad that out to 18 to 20 players, all of the same quality, we become a very, very dangerous, very, very good football team. But the start of that, to see this flourishing now, this attack, and no, I forgot Ahmad, but Ahmad, that partnership now on Mbeumo and Ahmad is becoming serious. Like, Brighton's left-hand side could handle that yesterday. They do. It's just so good, so intelligent.
Yeah,
and it's I would say it's exciting times, but it's exciting to see something happening. Like potentially, hopefully, fingers crossed, the start of something. But being in the stadium yesterday, if you'd have been there, you'd have known. It felt like something, like the atmosphere, the smiles. It wasn't a scrappy win; it was a deserved win. Although it became a little bit scrappy with obviously them getting a couple of goals, but we deserved.
And the subs for me, the subs killed the game for me as well. Like there's too many subs at once. I feel like that caused a bit of this, you know what I mean, like instability in what we're trying to do.
Until then, I'll stop waffling in a minute. Before then, I think that's our best 70 minutes under Amorim. 100%.
Okay.
From start to finish. Because I was saying to my dad, we just don't perform well for 90 under him. And I think, sadly, Casemiro can't. If you had a player of his intelligence to come back, or his ability to replace him, because Kobe's not an anchor. And then that proves why they got back in the game. And obviously, you can't trust Agate. Do you know what I'm saying? We could have gone on to have a full 90 minutes of a brilliant game. But that 70 minutes I thought was unreal for him. And like I say, the best under Amorim for me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Big up Adam as well, who's joined us as well. Big up to Adam smiling as well, man. You know what I'm saying? He sent me a message today, man. And you know what I mean? You feel like you're vindicated, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're seeing a lot of stuff that you were wanting. And yeah, like I think for me, bro, like what I'm seeing now is that I know people always looked at. I never once said that the system was a problem. I said it's interpretation of the system is his problem, Adam. But now you get me. Do you feel like things are clicking now? Do you feel like things are starting to? You see little patterns or little things that are emerging, or is it based on the confidence and results that, more importantly, are the biggest thing for you?
We just improve the quality of the players. Still think the manager is not good enough, and he showed it yesterday. It's almost as if he didn't touch it, we were winning. The moment he started getting involved, we conceded 2 goals and it was going south. Like I see Faz in the comments, but I don't know what happened after that fast, man. But something wrong. What's going on there? Faz, come on, man, behave yourself. But yeah, you know what, Saeed? And I told you, this guy cannot have Ahmad on the pitch without Casemiro on the same side. The moment he took off Casemiro, Ahmad went off, and he put Dalot on the right. Like,
I've noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that.
The way he balances the team is he can't have 2 attacking fullbacks, so he can't have 2 defensive midfielders. He puts balance, 1 attacking wing back, a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and a defensive midfielder and attacking wing back. Like this is how he balances it, one next to the other. So you have Dogu, Bruno. So you have Dalot, Bruno, Casemiro, Ahmad. But then he makes a sub, and then Kobe Mainoo takes Casemiro's place. He moves Bruno to the right. Bruno's more attacking, therefore he puts Dalot on the right side, Kobe Mainoo to the left, and then he puts someone more attacking there. Like it's a weird logic, and he swears by it. Like he believes in it 100%. But that's not good. That's not good. And he said that Kobe Mainoo was competing with Bruno. I think that's what he said, like at the start of the season.
Yeah, against Fulham. Yeah, Fulham.
So therefore, we are winning 3-0. And he wants to put Mainoo on because he knows he's getting criticism for not playing Kobe enough. The logical thing to do is take the one that's competing with him, because Bruno can't be competing with Kobe. Kobe Mainoo can't be competing with Bruno, and the both of them are so different. Doesn't make sense logically. When you are competing with someone, you're competing someone with a similar type of profile-ish, especially for that in the midfield position. You're not going to say Casemiro is competing with Odegaard. It doesn't make sense, does it? Like there are 2 very different profiles of midfielders.
It's stupid, yo. Could you imagine the manager saying something like that as well? That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
So this is I think, and people say like at the 70th minute you need to make subs. I agree, but just don't make subs that make us worse. That means what does that mean to me? It means you don't know why we are winning. That means you haven't got a clue of how we got there. If every sub you make makes the team worse, that means it's holding by some sort of magic. And we know what kind of magic that is. We got better quality players than the team. Very simple. Like I'm over the moon with Cunha, Manu, and not Manu, and Burmo and Sesko. They are quality. They are very, 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 very good players. And I'm happy about it. But then again, the improvement is massive when you compare that to Rashford, Holland, and Garnacho. It's day and night.
100%. I think for me, the quality difference is crazy. Big up to the staff in the building. That celebration, by the way, is funny, man. I can't lie to you. That celebration is crazy.
So, man, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
If you know,
everybody knows that's my celly, bro. They watch my channel. Bro. That's how it is.
Yeah. I think what we have to give praise to Amorim is that there's a bit more intensity about us now. You know what I mean? Like I don't really see us now pressing with half intent. I think our press is what caused a lot of the damage yesterday for me. I don't know if you guys seen it, but our pressing is a lot better. So you have to give that.
That's where the second and third goals came from. To be honest, sorry to cut you off. That's where pressing. That's where the the second and third goals came from. That's how we won the ball back. Like just being aggressive, like you mentioned. Go and carry on.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, like in terms of that bit there, that you have to give a bit of credit to the manager there in terms of our pressing shape is well better. Like, and I always thought to myself, like we should be like, if you look at our defense here, like we shouldn't really be sitting off teams. Like when you've got the extra centre back as well, you could afford to now press in a little bit more aggressively. I don't know about you lot here, but like I feel like our press should be better really because you've got one extra man there if you need to. You get me? So you can afford, and that's why you see Delit sometimes. I don't know if you see Delit yesterday, but he was on the halfway line at one point. Bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
he's
a mad one right now.
Chased well back all the way back to their box at one point, and I was like, yo, bro, what you doing?
Yeah, bro. But this is what you can do though. If you want to be aggressive in this system and in this formation, you've got to be able to utilize the extra man. That's extra man that you can go and get. So I feel like that has been better. Our press has been better in that aspect. But obviously, the problem is though we still don't play through our midfield, so therefore the midfield still gets a little bit exposed. But I think AA mean that the pressing has been one of our unique points, and you can see it maybe in the stadium when you were talking. When you were in the game, you must have liked that from that United point of view. Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. You could see it from straight away. Do you know what I mean? And this is why I was happy with the lineup. People are saying, you know, we're criticizing the subs, but because the subs made us worse. It's not. We're not going against the manager. It's just, you know, against it. It's just because he made bad subs. That's just what he did. But we know he had to because Casemiro can't do 90 minutes. The problem is those that come on. Because you can't play Kobe. I don't think you can play Kobe and Bruno together. It just doesn't work as a two in midfield.
Yeah.
So he has to, I know he has to do it because, like what Adam said, you know, he feels like he has to get 3-0 up. You can probably give some minutes to players that aren't getting it. That's why I was screaming for Xerxes as well. I felt Xerxes deserves to come on because there's rumours about him leaving. But when I saw the team and I saw Yoro was back in, I was buzzing because I just felt we had that. You know, you look at Shaw and you look at Delit. They had that tenacity in defence. Do that, like I said, do that extra squeeze, win the ball back high up the pitch that leads on to counter attacks and try and get goals. And like I say, we got 2 goals from it. So I was very happy with the starting lineup. And let's be honest, it's not usual you think that with Amorim. There's always something to moan about with a starting lineup in some way. I thought yesterday the 11.
The lineup for once, I think for me, perfect. I like the lineup. Apart from maybe, what did I not like? Maybe Dallo.
That's it. I was going to say he's the only one.
I can't lie, bro. That should be our lineup going forward. I don't see why we should change that lineup. Take
Dallo out of it. Yeah, Dallo was in the lineup.
Do you know what? I forgot he was on. How can I forget the player I hate the most was on the pitch?
Yeah,
because we actually played well. That's why. and everyone else played well.
There was still a moment. There was a couple of moments actually. I remember he was on my side of the pitch and I was slagging him off. But
no, I'm saying he didn't play well, but I'm saying the rest
of
the
team played. All right,
so you focused on the other individuals.
Yeah.
Dogu came on, didn't really fulfill his. I can't lie. Dogu did more than.
He was poor when he
But I blame that on the fact that he came in into you know, when you come into a madness, it's a bit difficult to defend. You know what I mean? Like you got to give him the benefit of the doubt, Dorgu. But what I will say though,
I don't know, bro, because his first thing in the game was nearly getting sent off. So
yeah, I know. By the way, I don't know how that's not red. By the way, yeah, is that the new rules? By the way,
no, because they classed it as a heavy touch, so because he wasn't going to get there.
Yeah, similar to Dumo.
Like, if you would have controlled it, and then that happens, but he's got to be smart. Well, first and foremost, he gave the ball away. That's where it stems from. And then secondly, attackers do that all the time. Well, they'll run across the defenders. You got to be smart enough. Pull up.
Bro.
You got to be smart enough. You got to see him on the horizon. Yeah, he's going to run across me here. Because we see attackers do it all of the time. So he has to be smart. I thought he was poor. I thought he was.
Yeah. The thing is with me, listen, I'm watching a left back today play for Real Madrid, bro. And I'm like, bro, that could be ours. You know what I mean, bro? Playing in the El Clasico, man.
Yeah, he played well.
He played well as well, man. Locked up Lamine Yamal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But Staffy, man, how you feeling, bro? Big win. Yeah, bro. What are you saying, bro? I don't know if your internet's a bit mad right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Am I lagging?
No, you're calm. You're calm now. You're calm. Talk to us.
Yeah, good win, bro. Good win. 3 wins in a row. I was able to go to the hookah bar last night and not get bullied. I was actually talking shit to the Liverpool fans. I said, talk to me now. You know? Like I did as I walked in, I was like, don't talk to me. I was like, where are you in the table?
I hear Flores was with different hookahs last night, to be fair.
You heard what?
Flores was with different kind of hookahs.
Is this what we doing? All right, okay. Is this what we on? Yeah, all right. All right. Okay. That's what I said.
Real, bro, did.
You know what I'm saying? If you told me where to go in the numbers, but hey, did we move?
I didn't say I didn't provide you with the assist, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Boy.
Yeah, real one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these two, bro. Last week, what were they saying last week, Saeed?
Who's weak? Whoa. I don't know about we. Don't do that. There was no weak. That was I went involved.
Come back to the football. Come back to the football, man.
No, Adam, listen to this. It's like, what are they talking about? You missed one quite of an episode last week, Adam. I'll tell you that. A lot of weird nicknames are going back and forth. You know, most of them Flawless didn't agree with.
Not even intentional. That's the problem.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's good. It's good to finally get 3 wins in a row. I mean, listen, like we were struggling to get 2 wins in a row for almost a year. And then who knew? The minute we get the 2 wins in a row, the 3rd win in a row just follows up like that. You know, that guy's about to finally get his haircut, and I can't wait for him to get his haircut because I'm tired of seeing him on my timeline. I don't want to see him on my timeline no more.
Yeah, he doesn't pop in mine, so I'm quite happy, to be honest. Somehow my algorithm is.
Leave him alone, man. Listen, it shows you how bad the club is, man. I mean, it's a reminder for us all. Like the fact that we can't.
I don't know him. I'm just saying I don't want to see him on my timeline no more. That's it. Like,
fair enough.
You know,
fair enough.
But yeah, man, no, it's good to get 3 wins in a row. I think the performance was good. I think it's off the ball yesterday. I pretty much said this is probably one of the best off the ball performances I've seen us do in years.
Yeah,
I think the press that we had up until like you guys are obviously talking about the goals we conceded and all that, so I don't want to reiterate that. But I think the off ball performance up until the 70th minute, something like that, I think it was amazing, bro. The way we suffocated them in the first half. I can't remember the last time we executed any plan in a game and we did it to perfection like we did yesterday. I think the whole team, people I know, listen, we're going to give Amorim obviously credit for the wins and the performances. We're not going to do that and just like dismiss him. However, I just want to call out the players, bro. The players have been amazing to me. And for a lot of us who've been saying we should be performing better, we have better quality players. Stop miss me with the shit that we shouldn't be competing for European spots. Where we finish is subjective. That's fine. But we all knew the quality of these players. If they're given a good game plan, they're good enough to compete with some of the teams out there.
Yeah, I agree.
We talked about it last week. I said, bring me Musa, because Musa told us we had no chance against Liverpool. And I told him, I don't think so, man. We're not that far off of these teams as people think we are, you know, against Brighton. Listen, it was great, bro. It was great. This Brighton team, I know now people might downplay it, whatever. This Brighton team slapped us 3 times in a row at home over the last 2 years with 3 different managers, by the way. Potter, the Zerbian, what's his name, the German guy they got right now. So they've been a bogey team for us. We barely been beating them, and I'll give them credit. Brighton are one of the best build-up teams in the league. If anyone who watches them, you'd know that they're some of the best when it comes to build up. For you to put them in a chokehold like that for what we did on that first 45 minutes yesterday, because make no mistake, that's exactly what we did. We put their whole back line and midfield in a chokehold for 45 minutes.
You made them look bad. Baleba, bro,
it's by design side. It's 100% by design. You know what, bro? Like this is what I'm saying. Shout out the players. We can put our player agendas to the side. Listen, we all have favorites here and we have we don't like. But I'll be honest, bro. You guys were just talking about De Ligt. De Ligt and Luke Shaw were following their strikers all the way to their box. Luke Shaw, if Luke Shaw doesn't press the whole court, the whole pitch, like he did, we don't get that second goal. If Casemiro don't squeeze and the front line is pressing, we don't force these mistakes that led to the first couple goals. We could have arguably been up 3-0 if we were at these penalties. Bro, we first half. I'm always gonna have reservations.
Your internet is
coming in and out, Stuffy. Your internet's moving mad right now.
Right, we lost you.
Yeah, you're coming in and out. Yeah. But no, I agree with Stuffy.
Glitching like Brighton's defense yesterday, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, Baleba, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've always rated Wharton better, and I always said it. But at the same time, bro, Baleba, I don't want to go near him if you don't cost me 50 million right now. United should not be paying more than 50 million for Baleba.
I agree. I said,
go on.
No, sorry, I cut you off, man.
No, just saying, like, because right now, bro, he's looking very, very poor now at the minute, bro. United, you know what? In hindsight, I know it's crazy to think that maybe that's what caused it, but at the same time, bro, 100 million was mad, bro, for a player like that. And look what he's showing. You get me? The money should go down. You mad?
It was too much. When I remember in the group chats when the broke news this summer, I said, I like the look of him. I think he's a good player, Baleba. Like, I'm not going to dismiss that, but I'm going for Wharton in like every day of the week first if I have to pick. Because one is he's a pure footballer, Wharton. Like they are very rare, those players. Yeah, like those controlling midfielders, very, very smart, very intelligent, very, very good on the ball, and someone who, because let's be honest, Baleba is good with the ball as well. But he's mostly a force of nature. Like he's a very, very, very strong, physical, athletic type of player. So you can go to many. Those players are easier to find than the pure footballers like Wharton. So if you're going to spend more money on one of them, it's got to be a Wharton, if you ask me. Because you can go to Belgium, you can go to League One, you can go to many different leagues in Europe, and you can scout someone like Baleba and say, you know what? That's a very, very good athlete that is competent on the ball. Why not?
Yeah, 100%. I think we need both, though. Like in regards to, like, you talk about profile, like, I think we need a Baleba type, definitely in the midfield, but I think we need a Wharton, so we need both. And yeah, getting the Baleba profile is easy to identify. I just don't trust these lot to do it. Because they should have went and done it in the summer anyway, even outside of going to get Baleba. If you've gone to Brighton and he's too much, why is there no plan B?
Yeah, exactly.
Why is there not someone to go, all right, let's go get him? Like there was plenty, like we needed a striker. There was Sesko was a plan B. He's probably even lower down than that, to be honest, because it was ample strikers. Yeah,
he was my first more than that.
Because we got linked to Gyökeres, we got linked to Delap. I'm sure there's a couple. Watkins was on the list as well, but even with Watkins, he was behind Sesko on the list. So it's like, why was that not the case in regards to the midfield? Because that's clearly something we need. We need both, to me, in that.
I think he's the best talent of all of those strikers, Sesko. And I remember I was saying it early in the summer.
First,
good, man. I think we dodged the bullet with Gyökeres, man. I can't lie. I'm happy we got Sesko, man.
Mate, Gyökeres in this team is just a Scandinavian. Well, I say Scandinavian. Holland, but Holland, Scandinavian. My geography let me down there, didn't it? Jesus Christ.
That's good.
Anyway, but he'd suck in this team. Watching him, and Arsenal are a great team, but in this team, it would be the exact same place he was last season. And I remember being on there, and I was still a bit. I remember being a bit about Sesko, but mine was mainly about the price and worrying about us not being able to afford when we need midfielders. But yeah, I am glad we got him, because I think even I don't know if you saw his interview on Saturday with Sky Sports. He's just he's just showing the right mentality. Do you know what I mean? And talking about Zlatan and everything like that, and you can see a lot of Zlatan in him. I think the way he plays, like the way it was Van Hecker he was up against that first half, and he was just dominating money. He was dominating in the air. He was absolutely brilliant in the air in that first half. I remember just a couple of times because I remember seeing Delo turning around to Senny and was just like, well done, because he was pumping the long balls up to him. It was working every single time. It was causing nightmares.
Things are working, bro.
Even though we all slagged off that long ball tactic, it's clearly working. Do you know what I mean? And it's providing us.
You know what it is, bro. You know what it is. You've got to use your strengths, man. End of the day, like I said, man, everyone's got their strengths. Is it what we want to play? No, but right now it's working, isn't it? You feel me? It's working right now. I wanna give Casemiro his flowers, bro. I know. Listen, Staffy, you've been on his case and that and whatnot, but
I've been spoken about in over a year.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what I'm saying. I know it's a size, you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
The minute I saw Gunter come to the club, I had to put my agenda away. I was like, wait, I can't.
No, you just I'm saying, you got to, man. Like I can't lie to you guys, man. This Casemiro, for me, like season so far, 1 game a week, boy, this is something special. I can't lie to you because every time he plays, we are winning or we're having a good game. And if he doesn't play, you know what I mean? We end up losing. Like, you know, the game against Brentford comes to mind. Like, without him in that midfield, we were poor. Not that I'm saying United haven't been poor in midfield, but Casemiro's resurgence in form now, you know what I mean, just shows you, man, like, form is temporary, class is permanent. He's, for me, yes, cool, he might lose the ball here and there, but at the same time, bro, his energy in midfield now is ridiculous now. He's getting goals, he's pressing high up the pitch. He's not looking like he's 30. Is he 33 or 34 now? I'm not sure.
He's not looking 33, is that?
Yeah, he's 33, man. Yeah, bro.
Like, that's mad because obviously because Casemiro's just been around like
exactly
since football began. It seems it's like to hear him say, but I think he has. Yeah, the way people spoke about him and wrote him off was like crazy because Casemiro, people like, oh, he's awful. He's one of the worst. No, he's still a capable footballer. He is. Is he what he once was? No. I think it's also helped that Bruno's playing better and just not leaving him on the island there too.
Yeah.
Also, is that because of that? Because they're both because we're keeping the ball better. Those two in particular, it also helps because I keep saying this, when you play longer passes and they get cut out, there's more space and more ground for you to cover, and it's easier for teams to transition. If it's short passing, it's easier to recover. If you try a big switch and it gets cut out, there's going to be more space. And we've actually done that. And again, this is just basic. So I think you do have to give Casemiro his flowers on the ball, off the ball as well. All of a sudden, people ain't talking as much about the lack of legs in there and our midfield.
You know what? Flores, to come back on what you said, he never was rapid. People started to say he lost his legs because they wanted someone else. That's usually what happens. When people want another player, when people are fed up, when there's an obvious issue in the team and people don't want to name it, they'll go about someone else losing their legs or not being athletic enough. Casemiro never was rapid. Matic never was rapid. There are some players that they were just never that type of player. Like Casemiro is not that much slower than he was, and he never was quick, really. But he's always been smart. But the one thing he always has is had good players next to him.
Yes,
so it's
true.
Much more easier.
Yeah, and he can only last about 70 minutes. But boy, the 70 minutes, guys, man. You know what I mean? That was a joy to watch, man. And listen, I've always said it with Casemiro. I don't think he's been our main problem over the past couple of years. Yes, has he been at fault for certain things and has he looked the same? Yeah, cool. But I always thought like he was made a scapegoat. I can't lie to you, bro. In a lot of things, man. But good to see him back. And like I said, the 1 game a week's doing him wonders right now. You know what I mean? The 1 game a week, yeah. If anyone's benefiting from this, it's Casemiro because he can't play 2 games a week. He can't. He just can't, bro. There's no point.
To be honest, I think he can. I think
I don't know, man. I think you lose a lot of Casemiro in terms of energy and like the demand on him on his legs is a bit too much. If I'm being honest with you,
if he had a functioning midfield, he would play 2 games a week easily. But one of the reasons why he's so knackered after 1 game is because he has to put extra work because he's basically alone in there. He's basically alone in there. Because look when Ugarte comes in, and Ugarte has legs, and Mainoo's not supposed to get tired. And you can see there's no midfield when Casemiro was not there. So he overcompensates. But if he had a decent midfield with him or a decent functioning team, he could play 2 games a week. I don't have that, no doubt in my. And I'm not a Casemiro fan, as you recall, Saeed. Like I didn't want him to sign. I didn't even want us to sign him in the first place. I was against it when Ten Hag came. But it is what it is. He's a class player, to be honest.
Yeah, of course, 100%, bro. Double, I don't know if you want to mention something about Casemiro, bro, but he must have been like, his celebrations. I feel like he kind of like, I know it sounds mad, yeah, but when he won like 3 in a row, someone quote tweeted and said, yo, man, he used to win titles, man, and now he's talking about 3 games in a row. But it just shows you, man, he loves United, bro. Like he could have left for more money. Like I don't think he's been a case of like he's one of them where he's chosen Man United for money. Don't get me wrong, he's on a handsome wage here, but it's still like he still cares about he still cares about his career, bro. He ain't someone who's just taking a little bit of a retirement plan. He plays like he means it.
I think it's disrespectful to say he's here for money. I just don't think that's the case at all of him. I think he's a winner. Yeah. I think he's proven that everywhere he's been, pretty much. So he wants to play at the highest level for as long as he can. Similar to, it's coming out about Bruno that he wants to win the league, and people can joke about it. But again, it's the mentality of wanting to be at the best level you can be for as long as you can, because we know it's a short career. Yes, he could go and earn ridiculous money in Saudi, but he wants to play for Manchester. He wants to play in the Premier League. He wants to play in the best league in the world. He's still got that opportunity to do that. You could talk, and I agree with Adam what he's saying, because as soon as a player turns 30 and they're shown to be maybe lacking in some situations, legs are gone. Oh, he's past it. He's done. Do you know what I mean? Said the same about Maguire. Let's not forget. And he's had a resurgence. So I've never doubted the quality that Casemiro has. I never ever would have. But we were showing. We were highlighting what he's not the best at, and like he said, Real Madrid, he don't have to go box to box. He wasn't having to show up and become an attacking midfielder. He never had to do it because he had 2 of the best midfielders ever in front of him, in Kroos and Modric. That's why I was joking about it on the show. But when that first season, I don't think he could believe the amount of freedom he had to go and score goals. He was probably one of our most, apart from Bruno, one of our biggest attacking threats, because he was given the opportunity to show, listen, I'm more than just this destroyer, this guy, this anchor that everyone thinks that I am. I'm a great football player, which he is. And I agree with what you're saying, Saeed. After 60, 70 minutes, the gas does come out of the tank quite rapidly. And I can't remember what game it was when was it a Liverpool game when he did that bad tackle and he literally hooked him straight away, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were like, for your own sake, let's get you off, which is the smart thing to do. But I think yesterday, I don't actually remember him actually tiring too often. I don't know why.
That's why I think for me the sub came a little bit too early. But I don't know.
He didn't get booked, did he? He wasn't booking, right?
No, I don't think so.
He just wanted to give 3-0. He wanted to give game time to Kobe, I think.
Oh no! Now he cares about Kobe Maino's game time.
Exactly.
Crazy. Now,
20 minutes. Yeah, I didn't think he needed to come off, but again, like I said to you, I wouldn't know. Like sometimes, you know what it is, bro. Sometimes when I'm at the game, I might see them like, when they're like running, but they're not running with that same intensity off the camera. I didn't see that when I was watching TV. That he was running at a less intensity. Just for me, there was a lot of changes, and that's why it caused midfield. Sometimes, I get it. We want Kobe to play. Don't get me wrong. I want Kobe to play, but at the same time, bro, I feel like it was a bit too much going on too soon.
He played Maino was one of the. Put him in the 10. One of the 10. You got 2 10s. Play him in one of those.
Yeah,
literally.
You have a 5 or 3rd player. I'm not
put him
sure
in one of the 10s.
Yeah.
If you're going to replace, you taking off Cunha. All right, put a Maino there. Let Maino play left. Yeah. Let's just see how it goes. Why are we?
Yeah, Maino looked very.
Why are we complaining about defensive responsibility and a player covering ground who is an attacking player? Everything about Maino screams attack, final third. He's not a defensive player. He never has been in the youth system. We've never looked at him and went, hey, look at the defensive attributes that Maino has. He's all on. So put him as one of the front, flame in the 10. Let's see how it goes. I actually think he'll play well there too, but will it happen? Who knows?
But you know what? Just to maybe I agree with what you said, Flawless, and disagree in a little bit in a way that everyone has to be attacking and everyone has got to be defending. Because if you look at the performances of Sesko, Cunha, and Mbeumo, their work, and Ahmad, for example, Ahmad is an attacking player and he's playing wing back, but he's so good defensively. And the way Cunha defends as well, the way he tracks back, the way Mbeumo does it, I think Kobe, like as much as I agree with you that he's an attacking player fundamentally, he should be doing a bit more as well to match at least the work rate of the others.
I agree.
But he's one of them. I get what you're saying there, but I want him to have, let me further it, less defensive burden is what I'm talking about. Fair. If you're in the 10, you have like, when you're in the pivot, defensively, you have to be sound, whereas Cunha and Mbeumo are not getting through as much defensive work as Bruno, Casemiro, and Ahmad, for example. Yeah, yes, right. You want your players to work hard and close down and be a part of the press. Yes. However, I think that also comes from structure. I don't think it's necessarily individual. I think you can get most players to press if the system's well. If you have, whether we're doing a high press, whether it's low, whether it's a low block, whether it's somewhere in the middle, whether there's player or players on the opposition side where you go, they're the trigger. When this player receives the ball, you all press. I just want to see him on the 10 because I'm like, all right, let's start inflicting ourselves on other teams rather than the other way around type of thing. Let's play him there and let's see. Yeah. I wouldn't want to see Cunha or Mbeumo in the pivot. That's how I look at me.
To both your points, like with Saeed, I agree with you. I don't, in the ground, I didn't, because we were so on top, it wasn't like he was being run ragged. So it's like he wasn't using as much energy. So I didn't think, that's why I was surprised he come off, because I didn't think he needed to, because we were so in control of the game, mainly a lot down to him. But I thought after it happened, and obviously we started to lose it a little bit, I thought the perfect substitution would have been, if you're going to bring Cunha off anyway, you bring him off for Manu and then just put Bruno in a 10. Because if you want Manu to be an 8, I agree with what you're saying, Adam. They definitely need to have that defensive capabilities, but he can't be the anchor. For me, he just can't be the one that's got that sole responsibility of like a Casemiro. He needs, if you kept Casemiro on, then play Manu alongside him and then just push Bruno further up the pitch. Because I think if he'd have done that, I think we were open to scoring a lot more goals with Bruno up there, I think. So I just think that would have been the perfect substitution for me. And I felt sorry for him. Because I think Manu will get a lot of stick now, and it wasn't really his fault that, you know, him
and Bruno... Rusty, but he had a poor game. Yeah. You know, you can say he's had a poor game without doing any, like, over-analysis. We had a poor game. I'm not going to be one to defend it. He had a poor game. He came on. Dorgu was poor. I thought Xerxes came on. He was poor. Like, brother, like, it is what it is. Like, I just thought for me, the substitutions were a little bit all over the place. But I thought for me, though, United should have been outside, out of mind, and should have won 4-0. Like, the chances we had, I think for me, the scoreline didn't reflect the game. I really don't. Like, Brighton were poor. They got, a free kick that I reckon Sally Lemon should save. I know you lot will say it's harsh, but I think for me, towards the centre of the goal, he should score. And then the second goal was a header. Everyone's scoring set piece nowadays. It's not, you know what set piece have become now? It's like when you concede them back in the day, I felt like for me, it's like that you shouldn't really be conceding set pieces, like, because you've got a core unit. You know what I mean?
I think set pieces is one of the, if you are conceding set pieces, because they're much more avoidable than just a great piece of play from open play.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Like that there, Xerxes just fell asleep at the near post. If Xerxes are alert and awake, he clears that. We've seen it today with the two of the goals Spurs scored from corners. Pickford, do better. I think the second one it was, and then they lost two. The first one, they lost 2 headers and Spurs headed it back.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be losing 2 aerial duels from a corner. That's how I look at it. Like, defend better. That's much easier to do because you can. That's much easier to practice from. Like I say, Xerxes just fell asleep. Better.
Fell asleep, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the 2 goals came out of nothing, really. They weren't like we got outplayed. We got out. You know what I mean, man? So I'm kind of like, the goals, they didn't really deserve it, bro. You get me? If we went down 7 men, it would have been maybe a different story. And listen, then we could say, cool, Brighton got back in the game. But, bro, we were cooking, bro. We were pressing them high the pitch. And Brian and Boomer, man, them. Listen, man, it was worth the wait. You know what I mean? When that man said extra 5 million, I said, bro, pay that money, bro. Are you mad? Because we're getting a player who's a killer in front of goal, bro. Look at the 2 goals, man. Look at the goals, man. The killer goals, man. You ain't seeing that from many attackers in the Premier League, bro. You're not, bro. And this is why I was so keen on Brian Premier League proven. This guy is a killer in front of goal, bro. You know what I mean? He's not the most elegant, like as Cunha or, let's say, for example, someone else, Ahmad. But I tell you what, in terms of being that clinical, in terms of being that, you know what I mean? That,
yeah. It's brute force. Yeah, there is skill there, of course, and he's technically good. But like you said, it's brute force, and we all seen what he did at Brentford, but like the last 2 seasons. So I think that's why I was with Saeed. He mentioned it there about the extra 5 million. Get like what is like go and buy players who have done. Go get him. Like I didn't understand the delay. Go and buy players from within the Premier League who are performing well, and we're seeing that with Cunha and Bruno in particular, how well they are now performing and have been over the last few games. It's not difficult. Like yes, it can go wrong, but it's a tried and tested method by us and many others about buying from within the Premier League, especially in the situation we're in. If you're trying to go from 3rd, 4th to 1st, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Rather than we just trying to become a consistent team. We're here celebrating 3 wins in a row. Just go get the best of the rest from within the Premier League and go from there. So yeah, can only credit him, and he should have scored more. Should have scored more. The one he hit the post with as well. But again, I'm glad I'm talking about. Not glad, but we're talking about we scored 4 goals and players missed chances. It could have been 5, 6, 7. When's the last time we could have said that about a game where we scored 4 and went? Well, he missed a couple, Sesko missed a couple. There was this chance, there was this chance. It's like, all right, but it should be that because there's talent out there in particular attacking. You can't have Cunha and Bremo, Sesko, Ahmad, Bruno all on a pitch and struggle to create. Something's systematically wrong if that's the case. How much more talent do you need to go and create? Like on the pitch, how many more players do you need? Like adding Casemiro as well. Double A was talking about that, and Adam mentioned it as well about him going forward. He's also a threat going forward as well. So how much more do you need? So it should look like that, and this is all we've been asking for, is the basics, and the team have been performing so, and you yield the results. We can compete against anyone, and we beat Brighton, like you said. The scoreline flattered them, and we won 4-2.
Oh, thank you,
the scoreline flattered them.
Yeah. Because it makes it look like a tight game. Because if someone doesn't watch football now, they'll look at that game right. 4-2 must be a decent game to watch. Like, very even. Maybe one kind of got away with it, but it's a close game. 4-2. It was anything but close for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like and Brian and Boomer, like I said to you, Adam, man. You know what I mean? He's just that guy right now. I don't know how many goals he's got right now in the league.
4,
Is it 4?
In the league, is it?
How many has he got now? Like,
because he scored against Burnley, he scored against Liverpool, and he got 2 against Brighton. So that's 4 at least.
He got one against Grimsby. Yeah, he's got 5 altogether.
Wow,
5 across all comps.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think he scored against Grimsby. His first one was against Grimsby, wasn't it?
Grimsby, all right.
Yeah. Listen, we gotta remember them ones as well. They all count, man. They all count. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, 5 goal contributions, this season, more than any other player. You know what I mean? So I said it for me. Remember when I said at the start of the season, who's going to be Man United's most important player? And I said it would be Brian and Bumo. I just knew it because I just knew.
Important in what sense? What do you mean?
In terms of goals, assists, I think for me, just in terms of like being the spark, being the guy that can maybe in a moment make something out of nothing, do things where he needs to do. And like just be the kind of the spearhead of what we're trying to do in terms of attack. Most one that's live.
You know what? I'm a big fan of Mbumo, to be honest. He looks the touch, the first touch. This is the thing that like I really enjoy the most is the first touch. But and not to take any away from him, but I think he profits a lot from having Ahmad on his side. I think if Cunha had someone like Ahmad on the left, I think Cunha would play much better as well. And this is not me having a go at Mbumo, of course. I'm just thinking it's very good that he has Ahmad because it allows him to play at such a high level, because I think Brian Mbumo was playing very, very well.
The same way they've built a relationship. Imagine Cunha had that on the
exactly. I think
that would add so much to his game, whereas Cunha gets the ball and it's like, I just gotta do this myself.
Exactly. I think
because they'll always, you might as well just give the ball back to the opposition.
Exactly, because if you have
back to the other team,
that's all he does.
You have to just kick it back to the other team.
Exactly. Because Cunha has been playing well the last few games, to be honest. The work rate, the touch, you can see he's very, very fighting. Like he's hard to get off the ball, man. He's very, very strong and a lot of grit, and I like that. If he had someone on his side that would allow him to play with who he could play, we'd have a good left side and a good and to be honest, having Sesko in the team is always a problem for the centre halves, you can go with a long ball, and he's quick and he can actually control it. So it keeps everyone on edge. Having Sesko in the team, it allows Mbeumo to be more dangerous. It allows Cunha to be more dangerous. It allows Bruno and Casemiro to have space a bit in the middle. If you have that threat, because like if you remember when Zlatan was playing, Zlatan wasn't quick, so they could allow to let him alone a bit. They could catch him up. The same thing with Rasmus. Rasmus was quick, but he was weak, so he's not really a problem. Like centre halves were dealing with him. Now Sesko is a bit of a different, like he's a different type of problem. He can control the ball and he can make a pass.
Yes,
he's quick. So, like, if we had a good manager, Saeed, I would be so excited, so excited, to be honest. Like I just can't get fully excited. But Mbeumo, Sesko, Cunha, like Ahmad has been probably the.
Oh, we have a good team, man. Like people don't realize this, but we actually have
De Ligt as well. Matthias De Ligt. You know what? The tragedy for me is De Ligt not playing next to Varane. I think it's a tragedy. You know how well those two would play together.
I know.
Smooth Varane, intelligent, calm, reading the play, and that absolute unit in Matthias De Ligt.
I was expecting Double A to say that, yo, we've got Varane in Euro. I was disappointed, man. I was waiting on that Double A.
I was just waiting my turn politely. I think you're doing a disservice to Euro. I've done that. I think
you're right. He's just young. He's just young, but
I hear that. But
he's very good.
I was so happy he was in the team yesterday. I think and you're right what you're saying. I think De Ligt has a very strong case to say he's been our best player this season with Mbeumo.
Easy. I'm with you.
Euro,
De Ligt
has got a case to say.
I think it's more than a case. I think he has been.
I think he is the best.
I think he has been in terms of form. There's only the odd game where I go, all right, you was poor today. I think in the Manchester derby.
I think Brentford he wasn't great, was he? I don't think
he wasn't great. So those two,
had a great game.
Which if you start looking at previous games, then look at other players. There's more than two bad games in there. So
I'm happy United fans, because I think a lot of United fans have been a bit on the edge with him. I don't think they fully embraced him. And I was speaking to my dad about it yesterday at the game, and I was saying I think a lot of it does come down to he's been at Bayern and Juve and it didn't work out. It's like almost like he's a reject. But I always have to remind people that he left Juve to go to Bayern for a profit. But Juve sold him for higher than they bought him. It wasn't a case of like we got him.
Yeah, it wasn't a
flop. They paid more than what he went to Juve for. Well, we'd obviously paid a lot less. So you could say we've got him at the perfect time, where he probably feels it within himself. He has a lot to prove, and probably doing it in the hardest league in the world. But for a team that should be a lot better than they actually are, but he's come in, mate. For me, captain material all ends up.
Massively. He's a captain next year for me.
And what I don't like about the reject side of things as well is people say, "Oh, we bought," but when players leave here and quote unquote perform well, they're not United.
Exactly.
The problem is United are the graveyard for talent. Where the issue? How come they ain't United?
Narrative. Yeah.
How come they're not when players go elsewhere? You know what I'm saying? There's a certain winger in West London who's been awful. How is he not a United reject? Or is it all United?
Exactly.
We're the big bad wolf and everyone's a graveyard of talent here and no one can score and no one can do anything. But yet, them lot leave and we win 3 games in a row.
Yeah. I agree.
The latest class, man.
And we significantly upgraded our attack.
Yeah, who would have thought we actually look like a threat going forward? We've scored 6 goals in the last 2 games. When is the last time last season we scored?
Exactly.
We got 6 goals in 2 games. Wait, did we score 3? Was it 3 against Sunderland as well?
Yeah.
2.
No, 2.
2 against Sunderland. 2 against Sunderland. 2. So we got what? 8 goals in the last 3 games. When was the last time we did that? Premier League.
Finally a positive.
Flawless, goal difference, positive goal difference as well, man.
Positive goal difference. You get me? You know what I'm saying?
Bro? That's the last time we had positive goal difference. We were linked to De Jong.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, I didn't. Did someone tweet that? You find out as a tweet?
No, but it feels like it.
Bro, that De Jong, man, don't ever talk to me about De Jong. That actually like pains me. That summer, bro, I swear down, bro. I hated that summer, bro, because De Jong, when I'm watching him now today, he was Barcelona's best player today, man, and he was just still running it.
That's what really annoys me. What the worst thing about, and I'm so happy we got Casemiro, is we chased De Jong for so long that we went and bought a midfielder that's nothing like De Jong, and we've never been back in for a player like De Jong. So it's like,
never.
What was we looking for? Was it just because he was Dutch?
Name.
He used to play for Ajax.
He was Dutch as the name, and he was good. There was no like plan, like okay, De Jong's this, so we're gonna use him like this. Is no. Anybody can see De Jong's a quality player. Yeah. All right, he's Dutch quality player. We need a midfielder. Let's go and get him because there was no plan B. There wasn't. Let's go get a De Jong like who's not of the left. No, let's go get Casemiro, who is exactly the same. Another midfielder who's good. Get him in. Let's see if it worked. There was no
the type of player we are not signing. The controlling good central midfield players, like those players that run the show.
The last time we signed one of them.
You're looking at
of that, even if it didn't work. I'm saying profile wise, what's the last controller type midfielder?
Matic, maybe.
Matic has him more as a DM, more of a
yeah, but he can still control the games a little bit. He can still
he's closer to Casemiro than he is to. You'd have to say maybe Pogba, but then again, Pogba is attacking as well.
We kind of misprofiled him.
He's not a deep lying playmaker who gets on the ball and make things tick. Neither is Matic. Can Matic do it to an extent? Yes, but you think of Matic defensive because he was next to like.
We were criticizing.
So I'm genuinely asking.
I'm gonna say Carrick. I'm gonna say Carrick.
Bro. Saying Michael Carrick was the last time he signed one of that profile.
Because I remember we were criticizing Sir Alex for neglecting the midfield before he retired. Like we needed someone to replace Scholes and to like take over with Carrick, and he was never getting that player. So you'd have to say Michael Carrick and then Paul Pogba are the last two good central midfield players on the ball we had that are quality. Like
hopefully hopefully next window we do it.
This is what I'm trying to say, bro. This is why now I'm glad we sorted our attack. Now we just focus on midfield. Obviously, it depends if we get someone in January, but it's gonna be tough. But we'll see it. You know what I mean?
I don't think we're signing in January.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, it's we need to, man. We need to. But I think for me, it is a little bit of a momentum now. You know, would you class this double A as momentum? Would you say, like, because at the end of the day, we're gonna keep saying, we got to win another game, but 3 games now, is that classed as momentum? Is that classed as a positive pattern now? Do you say now we can kick on, or do you still believe it's still going to be Forest? It's still going to be this?
I think you have to look at it 2 sides. I think we would normally say 5 games is when you can say you've got some consistency. You can get 5 positive results. Doesn't have to be 5 wins, but if one's a draw, 4 wins is a draw. You've got some consistency there. You're unbeaten in 5 games. I think that's always sort of the rule, unbeaten in 5 games. Because we haven't won 2 in a row under this manager, yes, 3 games under this manager it
sounds like momentum, innit? Yeah.
It has to be. We've never had it. We've never had it. So for 3 games, yes, I would say.
Yeah.
But Ranty is absolutely spot on there. I think we have, because we've got 2 away games now. And you can say whatever you want about Forest Fall and only got beat today, but it's us coming. And I think we know, even if I'm not even saying Amorim's United, any United, when United come, they get up for it, don't they?
It's a final. It's a final.
It's a cup final. It's the old adage of it being a cup final.
Yeah.
But, like, we keep saying that, you said it last week, and I agreed with you. Yesterday was a bigger test than what Liverpool was, because we weren't expected to win against Liverpool. It's a game at home, and it would be 3 in a row. So and he's passed that test. You could almost say Forest is even bigger than Brighton, because it's an away game on the back of a free game winning run.
It's so something
to continue to build that, and as a tricky game away, can you do it? And then you look at Spurs to get that 5th, to get Man trim. That's even bigger than the other 4 previous.
I think that man's trim might be even bigger than the 4th and 5th wins, to be honest.
But the thing is, if you don't live stream that, he's failed.
So Man United have to do it for him. I think Man United have to do it. Even though I think that he should do it himself. I don't want Man United taking over his
the thing is, if United do it, they'll cut the front, they'll cut the back, they'll leave the middle as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do with the team.
You don't want the club engaging in that, because it highlights mediocrity more than anything. So you don't want them to be like, oh, look at this, we finally won 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Big Man United now, we can't be having that.
Yeah.
It's definitely momentum currently right now, because we won 3 games. Any team who wins 3 games in a row, it's momentum for. Obviously it's bigger for us because people so far.
Sorry to cut you up, but especially this Premier League now we're witnessing, I think if you win back to back, it's momentum. I know it sounds crazy.
No, it don't.
Look
It's
at Aston Villa
definitely
now, yeah. Aston Villa have not won in their first couple, yeah. Didn't score a goal in their first 4 games, was it, or something like that?
Yeah,
3 games.
They struggled heavily.
Now, have they not won 5 in a row now in the league, or is it 4 in a row in the league?
I think it might be that check now.
Let me just look at Aston Villa. I'm telling you, bro, because this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's mad to think.
Yeah, they've won 4 in a row. You're right. They've won 4 in a row.
They've won 4 in a row.
And one was a draw, and the 5th one was a draw. It was a draw, and then 4 in a row,
bro.
You can do it.
Right, shit, we said
against City as well. Do you know what I mean?
Hopefully they continue that because they travel away to Anfield next weekend.
Oh, they're gonna win that game, bro. I'm predicting a win for Aston Villa, but that's come on, bro. That's light work, bro. Are you mad?
Speaking about this league side, one thing I want to pull you on. How's Thomas Moyes getting on, by the way? Because the guy who was doing fantastic at Spurs start of the season.
Who's Thomas Moyes?
Who's Thomas Moyes?
Thomas Frank.
Thomas Frank is right now.
Who would be Moyes at Man United? I was saying it ain't an easy job, bro. And he was like, "No, look what."
Where's he in the league though? Now he is right now.
That's third in the league.
Yeah, but let's not pretend it's all plain sailing.
Their football is dreadful.
But it's dreadful, but at the same time, you know what it is with Thomas Frank here? He needs to realise he's at Tottenham and not Brentford. He's not clocked on yet. He's still got Brentford mentality.
You know what that sounds like? Do you know what that sounds like? David fucking Moyes.
Nah, bro. David Moyes is bro. Listen, 7 goals conceded, though. 7 goals conceded only in the league. That's mad. 10 goal difference. I'm sorry, man. Listen, Toby was moaning on the big 6 here now, and everyone was like, "Bro, relax."
No, I get it. I've watched Spurs. I
get it. But you've also got to realize,
I've watched Spurs a couple times. It's dire.
But come on, bro. Let me tell you something, yeah. If you finished 17th last season, yeah, and you had a new manager and he did that for you, would you not be happy or would you be moaning?
No, again, but it's a mix of both things like we've spoken about with Manchester United. Results, yes. You're always going to be, no matter how you get results, if your team wins, you're always going to be happy. But you look at the performance context, as you mentioned, and go, is this sustainable over a 3-game period, 5-game period, 10-game period, a season? If there's glaring things you can see and you go, oh, we're getting away with it, eventually it catches up with you.
I agree with that.
I've watched Spurs and I go, yeah, it ain't it. It's not. Like, I get it. Like, shout out to my bro Jez. He been crashing out about Spurs since literally the start of the season. And then I watched him and I was like, yeah, I get why you've been crashing out. Because even when he was winning and he was on a run, this is before they got defeat, and he's like, trust me, it's not it. It's not it. I'm telling you.
They did,
Charlotte, there we go, man. Like, Spurs, they're not, trust me. Like,
it's away from home, though. They got a good record. It's at home where he needs to relax.
Performance-wise, I mean, results-wise, yes, picking up results. But we've been there, Saeed. We was there with Ten Hag, remember? Because Ten Hag got results at one point, and it was, look at his win percentage. Why are you lot complaining? You remember these things because you would have.
I agree.
More than me. It happened with Ollie. He finished second. He's beat City regular. We've been down the results-based analysis side of things. It's just that with Spurs, it sounds a bit crazy because respectfully, it's Spurs. But I get why Tobes is crashing. I get why Tobes is crashing out.
You know what it is here, Rance?
I hate Rance. This is what I'm saying, Rance.
No. I disagree.
What I'm saying.
In your first season,
final form Brentford. That's what man is saying.
But I think Tottenham's squad is overrated. I think their attack is rubbish. That Xavi Simmons is average.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Colomani, average. Xavi Simmons, average.
I think he's good.
Matthias Tell, woeful. Richarlison, woeful. Hold on a minute. Woeful. I mean, Kudus is their only one, but he doesn't get enough GA. That's one thing about him. He doesn't get enough for me goals.
So why was you bigging him up at the start of the season then?
I said Thomas Frank's good manager. No, hold on a minute. I said Thomas Frank's good manager.
Because you did say, look where they are, look what they're doing, look how he's got them playing.
But he cooked it. Hold on a minute. He cooked against Man City, and rightly so, bro. He went to Man City away. I'm just saying though, like their squad what it is overrated though.
No, but even with the squad being over, I don't think their attack is good. I didn't think their attack was good last year.
No.
But they scored a whole heap of goals. Manager.
Yeah. But they had Madison.
There was
no thingy.
Maddison who what is it they call him? Is it the free eyes or the free, like it's unplayable, then it's unwatchable and then invisible, something like that. The free eyes is some crazy thing that Leicester fans there's a Leicester fan in the chat who know what I'm talking about, that they talk about Maddison. But you got Maddison, all right, Kulusevski's good. That was it. You're not saying you're never like, hey, bring me Richarlison in the summer.
Yeah,
bring me Brennan Johnson. And they were the 5th highest scorers. Bournemouth. Take Semenyo out. Who in their attacker you going, hey, bring me him.
Bring me that striker that's scoring goals right now. He's cold.
Who? You don't even know his name. That striker. There you go.
I know his name. I know his name. It's fairly new, bro. Yo, bro. This kid is cold, man. Bring me that striker. He's called Ellie Junior Krupi.
Don't do that. Hey, that's like you saying to me, hey, yo, I seen this girl, she's lang, and I said, say, what's her name? You don't have that shit memorized. Her name, her IG.
Yeah, but bro, like,
bro, do you know what Saeed does? Yeah, Saeed watches the highlights on YouTube when he don't.
I watch every Bournemouth game. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I watch every Bournemouth game. Bournemouth are my second team. I'm rooting for Bournemouth. I'm rooting for Bournemouth.
I'm a big fan of Iriola. But what I'm saying is the fact that you called him that striker tells you all you need to know. Because if you were talking about
it's because he's 19 years, bro. He's 19, bro. He's a young striker.
How old you, Mal? We know his
Mal's 18, 19,
the whole nine. Like, what we doing?
He's a generational talent versus a guy that's coming from Lorient. Come on, what are we doing there? What are we doing there? But what I will say, like I said to you, what I will say though is, all I will say is that, yes, you can say that, you know, momentum and whatnot, because we're talking about momentum, right? I think with Ruben Amorim's case, though, it's a case of like, he just needs results right now. I don't think anybody's looking for style of play just yet. You get me? I think that will come along the way. And I think, you know, I mean, we still expect it, still demand it, whether it's sustainable or not sustainable. You get me? It is what it is. For now, though, it's about building your results. There's the games that you can play with style. Like, I thought for me, there was a little bit of element of style against Brighton. You get me? What we did.
But
the games that will be coming up, bro, will be the games at home to Everton. You know what I mean? Them games there where you've got to win in style as well. Can't just be winning. You know what I mean?
I think you have to demand both at the same time, bro. I don't think we can. We're in the business of let's just get the wins. Because like you said, that's not sustainable. Because as soon as we lose a game, it's back to the drawing board. Oh, well, we didn't have a style of play, so let's try and win again. No, let's have it all. Let's demand everything at the same time. I don't want to be. It's not Lego bricks. You know, like we have a bit here, and then later on we'll connect it and we'll make the Death Star. It's not about that. Do you know what I mean? I want the Death Star in one go, like all together, man. Like
build the whole thing. We're taking that.
Build the whole thing together
already. We're attacking it.
Yeah, man.
I hear you.
Yeah, that. But I know what you're saying, but I just want everything together. And if it's finally starting, if we judge off Brighton, maybe a little bit off Sunderland and Liverpool, a little bit. But if you judge off Brighton, I think we definitely started to see elements of what he wants us to do. It's just whether we can maintain it, and that's the challenge, in it more than anything. And showing up, players giving a shit, the players actually being there and playing to the best of their ability week in, week out. That's what we want. And if we do lose, but they do that, we can take that. You know, we've said it plenty of times on this show. Would you take losses? But we play, but we show effort, but we turn up. It's just a case of losing. Because a lot of the times when we get battered, it's a case of we've not shown up. So can we do that? And that's the biggest challenge of all. And you know, we just have to ride what happens next. You know, tough game at Forest. They'll need it because they're on 8 games. 8 games they've lost now, is it? I think.
Boy,
you know, they're in trouble, man.
Yeah, they're in trouble. Yeah.
But this is why it's perfect for us to go in there. I think personally, you look at it negative or positively. I choose to go positively. It's perfect for us to go on 3 in the bounce because I think we walk in there like Billy Big Balls.
It's how you also lose as well, because you can lose a game, but it's about the manner in which you lose.
Yeah. If you show effort and lose, if you show willing and lose,
I've spoken about that.
That's fine. We'll take that.
Yeah.
But we need to get past. We need to be demanding results, demanding performances.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Performances get results, and that's what we need from this squad now. Like we said, you know, I'm turning myself around and actually agreeing with you, man, and saying maybe there are players in here that are a lot better than I'm giving them a lot of credit for, judged off.
Yeah, of course.
The evidence I've seen firsthand.
Well, this squad is good to play.
Some of them I'll never change my opinion on.
Oh yeah, like Bruno Fernandes will be my
no, not Bruno. Bruno not even in there, bro. I don't even know how you say Bruno. Sorry, Adam. Sorry, Flores. But Shaw Maguire to Mount. I don't like Mount.
Maguire's one of them ones where he's not as bad as Shaw. Yeah.
Because my problem with Luke Shaw is that he's a cheat that can't get fit and he's like lazy. But I think he's a good player, to be honest.
Technically, he's good. Honestly,
he's got football skill. He's a good football player.
He's got football.
After 11 years, he doesn't deserve to be here, mate. And that's fair enough. I can't give him extra life. I can't give him extra lives every time. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta have to let the 10 seconds run out and you can't continue. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Look at how good we look without Maguire. Look at the Brighton performance. I'm sorry. I'm sure, and I can't be proven right on this. It's so much easier when you don't have to take care of Maguire. Look at how calm De Ligt was. De Ligt is focused only when Maguire is on the pitch. Otherwise, he's oozing.
He's in this team, bro. I think Maguire is in this team, you know, whether we like it or not. I think Maguire is a starter.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is, bro.
But I think he is. Not I want him, but I think the manager.
No. I think certain games, like I can looking back, after yesterday in Liverpool, I can understand why he played Maguire for that. You know, you'd probably look at Yoro's inexperience in a big game like that against the Liverpool and then needing to win. Whereas Maguire seems to have that, you know, I will give him that semi-leadership in him. And I can understand why he opted for him. Whereas at Brighton, at home, front foot, we should be on. I think Euro was perfect for that.
Yeah, it just depends on the game, bro. You're right. Depends on the game, Maguire.
But that's what managers do. They manage the squad, they manage the players.
Yeah.
But I will say quickly on Maguire, because obviously I've been adamant this week, this whole stuff about the contract. I'm dead against it. We shouldn't be, you know, I was having debates on Twitter about it because we shouldn't be sentimental in anything that we do as a football club. Why are we giving him a contract just because he scored a couple of goals and he's playing okay? Like, he's never been an 80
even if he's a squad player, though. Even if he's a squad player.
No, bro. Because
he shouldn't be a squad player.
We used to do it. Kanchelskis, Ince, Hughes, not Giggs. I'm talking shit. Beckham, Stam, Keane, players that were fucking fantastic. Rooney, you could say, players that were fantastic. We fucked them off because we needed to, because we wanted to replace them with better players and start again. It's the same with Maguire. What if it costs us 40 million to get a player in that can be here for 5-10 years? That can be on the same level as a 33-year-old Maguire, then we need to go and do it. Why are we saving money just because Maguire is the flavour of the month? Because he's only going to get worse. He's only going to get scored.
I'm caught in two minds. I think for me, I hear your point. I'm not going to lie to you. I think you're right in terms. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm caught in two minds here because as much as I agree with you, Double A, that we shouldn't keep him based on sentiment and the fact that, you know, he cares and he tries and he is a professional. I always think that every footballer is a professional. But what I would say, though, being fifth choice at Man United, having him as a backup, experienced defender, I also think there is no harm in that as well. You get me, bro? Like having him. No, but what I will say is, though, if he was sold and he was let go, you're not going to hear me crying. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like moving crazy if he was to get, let's say, a 1-year rolling contract. And he was just part of the backup. But again, like I said to you, bro, for me, I hear you. Like above and beyond, sentiment's what killed us. And I think you're right in that aspect. If you gave it based on sentiment, not his ability. Say, for example, he played this whole season on form, Colossus, brilliant. Yeah. I'd be like, you know what? He probably deserves a contract. But if you gave it him based on the fact that you felt, but we value him and we think he's a good guy, then see you later.
Sorry, go on, Adam. I'll go after you. Sorry.
The problem is that there are some players that even if you say, for example, let's keep him as a 5th centre half or like the 4th option midfield player, they always find a way to play. Like there are players like Lindelof, for example. Lindelof needed to go because he always finds himself in the starting 11 by some miracle. Fellaini needed to go, not because Fellaini was that bad, but Fellaini was being picked all the time somehow ahead of players that should have been picked before. Maguire is playing ahead of players that he shouldn't. And it's not because he's the worst player ever, even though I think Maguire is not good enough, and he always has not been good enough. There are some players that you want them to go just so they are not an option anymore. Smalling, I felt, was the same at some point. I thought Ashley Young, of course, with hindsight, you say when you replace them with Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, maybe you should have kept them. But at some point, we needed to improve and we needed to get rid of them just so that they are not the manager doesn't have the option of picking them anymore. And Maguire is one of those. We need to move on. This is what people say. If Bruno stays in the squad, Bruno will always start. So that's why he needs to go. Because if Bruno was being rotated just like a normal player, I wouldn't have a problem with him as much as I do now. But now we are basically having the manager can only pick 10 players. Like the 11th is always there. Like there's nothing you can do about it. Like we've been changing goalkeepers before changing a midfield player. Like we've been rotating goalkeepers before taking Bruno off. Like this is insane. And the same thing with Maguire. I don't want him to stay just because enough is enough. He will always start too many games.
And I just say on that, like, you look at, you talk about his experience or in being a leader in the dressing room, but you look at the end of the season, De Ligt is a year older with another year at Manchester United, already a leader. Yeah. Martinez, if he can be, obviously a lot depends on Martinez, but if Martinez comes back fit and plays a year older, I would say is a leader, a year older. Yoro, a year older. Heaven is a year older. So why are you keeping a 33-year-old who can play sometimes? You're just stopping the development of a Heaven or a Yoro. Yoro should eventually, but I think Yoro at the end of the season should be one of the starting centre-backs for Manchester United every week. It should be De Ligt, Yoro and someone else.
That's fair. Sure, I'm not going to fight against it. If you believe that, I'm not going to fight against it.
But it's just this.
I just think to me, I don't think it's as clear as get Maguire out and he should be gone. I can still see the other side of it of as a 5th, 4th choice defender who can add a bit of value to the team. You get me? I don't think it's as crazy as what people are saying.
Yeah, but he will always play. He will always play. I agree with you. I think you're right, Saeed. But the thing is, if that happens, there will be so many games in which we will get on the channel after that and say he should not have picked him.
Yes.
And this is the problem I have. And let's not forget that Maguire is older than Rafael Varane. And Varane retired.
And why can't we have a 5th, 4th, sorry to go you off, Adam, a 5th, 4th choice centre-back who's good enough to start, who's pushing the people in front of him?
Exactly.
Why can't it be a squad player? We look at that, whether it's an older head or whether it's someone who's younger, where we go, you like how we look at Heaven, where we go, yeah, you're talented. Why are we not aiming to not only improve the first 11 and the first choice?
So what this system, the problem with the system is the centre back is different to the right side of centre back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aspects of positioning, whatever.
If you're any form of competent defender, you should comfortably be able to play in a back three. Yeah. If you are a centre back playing professionally, applying your trade in the Premier League, and you can't play in a back three, something is, as a central centre back, something is wrong. With 2 centre backs alongside you and probably a pivot in front of you, something is off.
Yeah,
something is. So I look at it and go, like I think that enables youngsters to get, like we're talking about Yoro. I'd be more concerned about Yoro in a back 4 than I would a back 3. I think he'll do well either way, but having an extra insurance of an extra centre back as of now helps him, as it helps others as well, whether Heaven plays as well. So yeah, with me, like it's time. Like I don't get confused by a little bit of good form, by how bad these players have been. They still need to be shipped on. Same way with the manager. I'm not flipping on it. It's a game at a time. Yes, our last 3 games, fantastic, but that doesn't erase what happens. Same with Maguire. Doesn't erase what he's done here. Same with Luke Shaw. Erase what he's done here or Delo because they've been in good. Like, no. Be moved. It's time to move these players on.
I think that culture of keeping older, like we did it with Evans, and I think apart from one, I can remember one amazing thing. He had a couple of good games, but it's like, no, we should be. You get rid of players and you bring in players to push your starters to the limit or to the bench. That's what we need to be doing. Keeping players around who are past it for me. I don't think, again, Maguire could just be in the form of his life. A lot like McTominay. when he had that season was fantastic. And I know he's gone on to Napoli and Serie A, and he's doing amazing things, but that's in Serie A. It's not the Premier League. I just feel the culture of keeping people just to keep them, because even one of the big examples I have is Mata, and Mata is one of my favorite players of all time, and how Manchester United ruined him killed me, because he turned him into a right winger when he never was one. But I remember his last contract, and it came out that they even said he's got it because he's so good in the dressing room. We don't need fucking cheerleaders, mate. We don't need cheerleaders. Like, I don't care if you're good in the dressing room. I want you to be good on the pitch. And Mata couldn't do it. So why are you keeping him? Keeping him because it's easier to do so than spending the money to go and buy replacements. And that's a narrative the club will push down your neck. No, we're doing it because he's great. Everyone loves him. He's such a nice guy. Couldn't give a shit. How is he on the pitch? That's what matters to us, and that's what we need to remember, because this club love to push narratives and push things to positive spin to make them look good.
Facts. Let me get these super chats in, guys. Can you get the likes up if you can? Please do that. Helps the channel massively. So please subscribe. Hassan says, you still Amorim out. He says, hey, this system is the reason we're winning now. You don't need to hold them L's takes about Amorim and pushing the negative agendas. I want to discuss that, because it's like, people don't realize, we support Man United first and foremost. We don't support managers. We don't support players. We don't support whatever.
I say it's joking there, man. This is a joke. This is sarcasm, man.
It's sarcasm.
Yeah, it's sarcasm. I say it's the sarcasm, and my channel's.
No, but the thing is though, I have been getting these sort of messages though. I have been getting these sort of messages like, yo, I'm not Amorim in, bro. Neither am I pushing the whole Amorim out agenda, bro. We're winning games.
Clarify, ain't no agenda and still get him out. Let me just clarify that.
No. Listen.
I'm not fooled by 3 matches.
No, I hear you, but you're not as if you're saying it. You're not saying it after a win, though. You're not saying it after a win. You're not making that.
Especially when he tried his hardest to lose the game yesterday.
Yeah, my thing is, I've kept it 100. Like, the whole point of flip flopping, is that you flip after a win of games, bro. Listen, people might do that. That's up to them, bro. But end of the day, bro, I have enough evidence, enough facts, enough what I've seen over the past 11 months here, while this manager's been here, to be, for me, like, vindicated that Amorim should have been sacked, bro. I don't even want to celebrate that, and I don't want to say I told you so, but the evidence and the facts are there that Amorim should have been sacked, bro, if we had a competent board. But they've kept him. He's here, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just not. Like, it is what it is. He's here. What I have said is that I've got my own personal expectations. I said this season, top 5. I mentioned at the start of the season. Have I flip-flopped on that? Have I changed my mind? I haven't changed my mind on my targets. So for me, I've kept to my consistency. I know what I want. If I get proved at the end of the season, then that is brilliant, and we will give Amorim his credit. We'll give Amorim more than his credit. We'll give him, you know what I'm saying? But we'll say that, we were wrong maybe to say this or say whatever. He has got tactics, system, whatever. But at the same time, for me, it's too early to be saying, hold that. You know what I mean? Take the L, when really and truly, we haven't achieved anything. We've not won a trophy, and it's 8 games or 9 games in. Whereas I had evidence for 11 months, bro, that this manager was not good enough. So that's what I'm saying. I'm enjoying it. I've got every right to enjoy it. And we are, end of the day, fans, bro. We've been through the lows, and now we're going through some highs. And we actually enjoy it. We actually need it. We actually deserve it, because, bro, shit has been bad for, 11 months? So that's all I'm saying.
You know what, Saeed? What happens if we lose the next 5 games? It
is what it is. You know what I mean, bro?
But I'm just going back to that point, because he's saying hold your L's. But if we lose the next 5 games, what? Was you right still? Are we wrong to think that way? Like, makes no sense. Let's talk at the end of the season and see where we are. Because if we win a league, and he wins as a Champions League next season,
brother, we lost to Grimsby, bro.
We're in a title race to the very end. We push the winners, and we're playing football, good football every week. Then you can start to chat. But after 3 wins, you can't come in and start saying hold L's. Are we still hammering out? Because like Saeed said, 11 months of evidence to show that he wasn't good. He wasn't the man for the job.
And do you know how mad that is, that you can defend the manager because he's won 2-3 games in a row? This is what happened when you I said that weeks ago, Saeed. I said that in group chats and on Twitter. I said, when the standards are so low, the moment we win back-to-back games, people will say, look, where are you now? This is progress. It's not progress. We're in the mud. Like, it's terrible. It's absolutely.
It's what it is, though. You've got to be able to, for me, like a sign of just a general fan. Yeah, we praise when we're doing well, and we'll give it its due credit. But then also when it's going bad, we've said it, bro. And I'm sorry, man. Like, losing to Grimsby is massive. Yeah, big up Charlotte. Like, yo, I don't know if Rochdale have lost to Grimsby. You know what I mean? They're like, you should have to tell me no.
You put that comment up from that King Khan about last season, who's chucked in the middle of the season. Right. So was Eddie Howe, took Newcastle from near the relegation zone up towards Europe. So was Emery near the relegation zone, took them up towards Europe. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't say, oh, well, he's brought in the middle of the season. He's shown nothing. He scraped away to a Europa League and shit the bed.
There you go, 2-0.
You have to show something. He's shown absolutely nothing. You can't tell me about he'd had no players, because that's bullshit. Because what was he doing? Where was the evidence that anything was working? You meant to see something. We was getting progressively worse. Up until the Sunderland game, we were still as shit as we was. And he had pre-season.
And it's pretty much, if you look at that lineup that was out there yesterday, it's pretty much the same players. Who's new? All right, the front three was new.
Konya, Sesko, the front three.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Now,
and even yesterday,
you can add in the beds, but even before that, so we're saying 4. So it's 4. So what happens then if those 4 get injured or suspended?
And you know what? Say last year with this guy, my criticism, I said that many times on the channel, was independent of the players. Like, he could have finished 15th last season, and I could have backed him. It's the way he finished 15th and the nature of the mistakes he made that made me say, look, this guy is nowhere near good enough. Even yesterday, yesterday was a positive game and a positive result because we improved the quality of the players. But the way he handled the subs and how he managed that game showed me that
there's still warning signs.
He had a clue on how or why we were winning that game. He didn't he has his principles in his head of, if we have a defensive this, attacking that, and then you switch this and this, that. But all of those is just to look busy. The fact of the matter is, Saeed, he doesn't really understand why we win and why we lose. Like, it took him a year to go for a long ball when you're getting man-to-man pressed. When this is something that prime Barcelona under Pep experienced against Marcelo Bielsa. Like, we're talking 2011, 2010. And that prime Barcelona with Busquets, Xavi, all of those players, they went for long balls because they were getting man-to-man press. And this is 15 years ago. And this guy, it took him 11 months. And I'm not sure if it took him 11 months or it took Lemans 2 games to work that out. Like, I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The criticism of the manager is very, very real. This guy is not good enough. I hope I get it completely wrong and we win the title.
And that's the key thing there, is we hope we get it wrong. And we're doing, if we weren't balanced about it, people would complain. Because if we win win at Anfield, win yesterday, and then we sit here and we still criticize the manager heavily and criticize the team, people will say you're not being balanced. Talk about the game. We're responding to what's going on currently. That's what we are reacting to. Yes, we have our long-term thoughts on the manager and long-term thoughts on the team, but you can look at things from an individual game perspective.
Yeah, I agree. That's the best way to be.
Yeah, we played very well. So therefore, I'm going to praise the players for it, even though I don't rate some of the players. Like I said, do I think Casemiro Bruno works overall? No. Has it worked recently? Yes, I thought Casemiro was very good. I thought Bruno was very good. We know about Mbromo and Cunha. We know their quality. Sesko seems to be playing well. Defensively, we're getting it right as well. The lineup was good in particular yesterday against Brighton. So what are we supposed to do? Like I said, what happens like double A? So let's say we lose to Forest and then lose to Spurs. Then what? People are so reactionary.
I'm enjoying it while we can.
You think 3 games changes 11 months?
Exactly. Like, I'm getting cooked in the comments, and it's just like we won 3 games in a row. You've been serious, guys.
What's this comment meant to be? Somebody says, "Nah, man, why can't you say for 11 months we learned the players aren't the men?"
That's what I was responding to when he said about the players, and I'm like, how different? So what happens if them players have a loss of form then? Or get injured? I don't want that to happen, or suspended or whatever. Do we go back? Like, if you're solely reliant on play, again here, people, if you're solely reliant on players' quality, you are not a good manager.
100%. It's easy.
If you are solely reliant, that means you are not a good manager. If you need all quality, but all right.
Because those same people will say Mourinho and Pep are checkbook managers. And I'm like, well, pick a side.
Yeah. But the only that one is like, you know, when people say players are the problem, because I kept hearing that on the radios, I kept hearing that on the just everywhere, like it's the players are the problem. But then it's like 1 minute you're saying, you know, the manager's the answer, he's the solution, and 1 minute it's the players are the problem. I just think for me, collectively we're finding a solution now. And I said it, Amorim now maybe he's adapted because we're going 4-4-2 sometimes the 3-5-2. You know, maybe Amorim is adapted, and that's all we wanted from the start. Amorim to adapt, Amorim to see the game a little bit differently, Amorim to maybe change it a little bit, tweak. Maybe Amorim is actually learning on the job, and he's got time because the owners have given him time. So that is a good thing. You know what I mean? Because he's gone from being stubborn to now finding solutions internally that he can go and do. So I think for me, the more he keeps continuing, the more I will give it credit. The more we will give it credit. But that's how it goes. I don't think it's going to be a case of Nottingham Forest will lose that game. I'm vindicated. I'm not going to do that, by the way, because I still think for me, it's one of them ones where it doesn't deserve a crash out, but because we can lose games. But what I will say is there's not enough for me sample size for it to be hold that L right now. It has to be continuous.
On how we lose the game as well, Saeed. How do we lose to Forest? Like if we're competitive and the manager gets more things right than wrong and we lose.
I agree.
We lose to a late winner. I'll be disappointed about losing, but I go, you know what? We competed. We weren't at it today. Forest were better. However, if the manager puts out an awful lineup, the players don't compete, and it's 3-0 after 65 minutes, and Forest fans are olaying, and United fans are leaving the stadium, then I'm going to be like, this ain't it, because that shouldn't happen. Go to places and compete. Go to places and do the basics. As we've seen with the last 3 games, that's what's changed massively. The lineups have been better, and the players have done the basics and applied themselves, and all of a sudden, the talent on show actually has a platform to showcase. We have a platform to showcase the talent that we have within the side, and then all of a sudden you're picking up results. So yeah, it's about how we lose the game. There's a way to lose football matches, as much as you don't want to.
The chat is like going on about we don't give him no praise. I literally said when I saw the lineup, he got the lineup absolutely spot on. So obviously he's done that, and then his tactics for the game were spot on. Like we're not putting it all down to the players. Obviously the manager's done something right in to get us to that position of 3-0 up. What I don't understand about modern football fans in general, maybe I don't know. It's like as soon as you are a manager out, or you think a manager should, no, it's not about being a manager out. You just think the manager's not good enough for the job.
Yeah,
right?
simple.
I think that's where we stand. We're not hammering him out. We just don't think at this moment in time his level is required to get us where we want to be. The last 3 games aside, you have to say the evidence with that backs what we are saying, right? But it's like it's almost as if you're not allowed to change your mind. So now, if United go on a 10-game, 15
still get him going back.
No, I know that, but but for all of us, because the 4 of us don't think he's good enough for the job, and I think we've made that pretty clear. But I guarantee, at the end of the season, if we finish 3rd, 2nd, or 3rd, we get back in the Champions League. We've had a good season. There's a clear style of play now, and when we lose with dignity, and we lose with heart and hard work. But we've tried. Right, and even into next season, none of you will tell me that you won't have changed your mind, or he would have won you round if he is showing that he is now capable to do the job as a Manchester United manager. Is that correct? It's not that you're always going to be against him. If he wins a trophy and he starts to prove that he can be the manager, you're going to change your mind. You're going to change your mind.
Exactly. Another way to say it. He could win the next 3 games, and I still would want him gone. And he could lose the next 3 games, and I could say, you know what? I think he's improving. It's not results based. Like, and as much as my criticism last year was not based on the result, I said, well, of course, at some point you can't just lose every game. Of course not, because this is Manchester United. But it's the nature of the mistakes. Like, he could win the next 3 games, and we could just be lucky and just get over the line with quality. But he could also lose the next 3 games, and I would say, you know what? I think things are getting better. Just as much as Bruno. When Bruno doesn't score and make assists, sometimes No. What I'm trying to say.
No, not you. I'm talking about this unnecessary slander. Hey, Saeed, I thought we were bros. You know what I'm saying? You got
bro, I don't know. I just seen that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
all right,
right.
cool. Yeah. I see you, Charlotte. You know. All right, cool. Sorry to cut you off, Adam.
No worries. But I was trying to say about Bruno is there are games
crazy.
in which Bruno, and many games, sometimes 3-4 games in a row, in which he doesn't score, doesn't assist, but he plays well. And there are games in which Bruno scores and makes, like, he has assists, and in which he's absolutely shocking. Yeah. So it's not based on his GA where I judge his performance. And the same applies to the manager. He could win the next 3 games and be awful as a manager. He could win, he could lose the next 3, and you could say, you know what? I think I'm seeing something here. It depends on what you see, basically. It's not a results.
But that's supremely accurate, though, Adam, in regards to what you're saying about results-based analysis. Because even if we are lucky and we win the next 3, it's all hail him. But if we actually perform better and it's more on the players and he gets the decisions right, and we lose 3 games, people are gonna be like, oh, like you mentioned it, GNA, like take away Cunha's goal against Brighton. I still think he was the best player on the pitch.
He was.
I didn't need the goal to say he had. That adds to it. You know what I'm saying? I still think take away Mbeumo's 2 goals. I still think he played well. Bruno didn't get. Did he get? Yeah, I think he might have got one. He might have got an assist.
No, to be fair, it's kind of an assist, but I can't lie. The little dummy, that was cold.
I thought Bruno without G. I thought he played well. He didn't get GNA at Liverpool. I thought he played like it's not just stats. It's not
exactly. He was better yesterday. Exactly.
Yeah.
He was good. He was good yesterday. I can't lie. He was good yesterday. Bruno was good yesterday.
I don't think he was good. I think he was better, to be honest, but I don't think he was good.
I think for me, I'll say it again, man.
Adam could just never really just.
It depends. There are games in which he like the FA Cup game where we won against City in the final. I thought that was masterful from Bruno. There are games in which he's absolutely different class.
This happens to you. I think for me, bro, we're gonna be here all year. Like, if you're gonna have Amorim in-out debates here as to whether you're in or out. I've never asked people if they're in, by the way. Like, I might ask them the odd here and there, but I don't get this obsession of you. But you're Amorim out, brother. We are here.
The thing is, like, are you bothered? Sorry, go.
I'm just thinking, for me, it's one of them where, like, I look at football now and I'm like, yo, we're in a good momentum now. Like, this is one of the reasons why, again, like I said to you, we're not able to build something at the football club. Is that right now, in this current moment now, let's see how things develop. Let's see how things go. You get me? Like, there's no such a thing right now as we're here. The destination is, and I sometimes, I'm part of it as well. We're only 9 games in. And I feel like the season, the way it's kind of started, it feels like we're in game week 23. It's just me, or like, I feel like
that's why it's not just been this. We've had
bro,
the lowest of the
Jamal, Saeed to Jamal.
Yeah, there we go. You've even checked. You've even gone to your alter ego of Jamal TV. Think about it. We've gone from the lowest of the lows to the highest of the highs within 8-9 weeks. Think about that.
It?
We've gone from losing to Grimsby Town to winning 3 games in a row, including a victory at Anfield.
Yeah, just the victory at Anfield is the highlight. The rest doesn't really.
So that's why it feels like it's game week 23 rather than it's only game week 9. That's where we're at, because this team is just yo-yoed up and down from, all right, where's our next win coming from, to, hey, we got 3 in a row. Shit.
Right, and it's kind of like the thing that really, like, because if obviously we've seen him at that super chat, as soon as we're classed as Amorim out, as soon as they do well,
definitely.
The people that want the manager in are like, look, see, but if he was to get sacked, not one of us would go to someone who wanted the manager. Go, look, see, I told you, like, you were wrong. Hold that L. It's not about that. It's about what's best for the club. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong, and it's not about holding your hands up, because at the end of the day, if Amorim does well and gets United successful, I don't lose, do I? Because my club is successful and playing well and winning games.
But who's negative then? Because I said for me this season, I think we could get top 5. So am I negative then? Or am I positive about the season? I believe this team is capable of top 5.
The people that disagree with you only remember the things that they disagree with you on. Because if you said we was awful and was going to finish 12th, it would have been in the super chat. But because you said you think we finished 5th, that don't fit.
And by the way, everybody was cooking
negative. Yeah, and rightfully so. And rightfully so. But it's because it don't fit the narrative. like the same way Double A mentioned, someone said in the chat, oh, we didn't praise him. And Double A literally said at the top of the show,
we praise him, yeah.
Credit to Amorim. Right at the start, he got it right, etc. But if Double A had been super negative about him at the start of the stream, man would have remembered that. People hear what they want to hear, man.
Well, you see, me personally, I didn't praise him for yesterday. I praised him for Liverpool. I think it was a clever decision to put Mount in there, to have that extra body in midfield, that extra work rate. And given the performance of Cunha, I thought it was very clever to drop Sesko, even though I criticized it beforehand. And this was good from Amorim. I thought that was good. And we got the win at Anfield. That's like, you can't ask for much more than like, it's the one game of the season you don't care about the performance. You only care about the result. It's Anfield. It's Liverpool,
I agree. I
thought that was clever because I didn't predict that. I didn't predict that, and he did very well there.
I think right now we're in a good position right now. I think the league, I told you guys, man, like if you look at the Premier League table, I know Flawless will say relax and that, but like, bro, it brings crazy reading, man.
He's flawless. He's headed down that lane, you know. He's turning. He's making that turn again.
I'm just saying to you, bro.
Like, remind you, who's second in the table?
Yeah,
it's Bournemouth, bro.
All right, so I'm telling you, keep your feet on the ground, but you gonna fly off, man. I can see you gonna do this.
I'm just saying though, it's not bad when you deep it, like from where we were.
This is
not bad at all.
We got 2/3 of the season left, bro.
Yeah. Is this a good start? Yes. If someone would have said after 9 games, will Manchester United be 6? I would have said no. If someone would have said we would have a positive goal difference, I would have said no. If someone would have said we would win 3 games in a row, I would have said no. So I am over the moon and ecstatic to be wrong about all those things. Now it's about continuing. I keep saying this. When I'm critical of Manchester United, that's not me wanting to be right. That's me giving my honest assessment of what's going on and what I think is going to happen in the future. I hope that we carry on. I hope here 9 games more, 18 games in. Guess what? We're top of the league. That's what I want in the ideal world. Highly unlikely to happen. But if we're anywhere around here, good. That means we've probably done something right if we're 6th, 5th, 4th. Come 18 games, 20 games, and see where we are. And then everyone in the chat goes, oh, look how wrong you lot were. Because I want Manchester United to be successful. I'm not asking about being right.
The funny thing is, people that back the manager and are backing him, they are surprised that we are 6th. Like, they are backing him, but they did not expect us to do well.
No. Because in another 9 games, Flawless, you're going to start to expect Sunderland especially, and maybe Bournemouth to start slipping down the table. Because if United start slipping down the table with them, then it's all for nothing, isn't it? So like what Flawless is saying, we need to be in that mix in the next 9 games. And we said at the start of the season, we were all saying 10 games, we need to see where we are. After, if we win on Saturday, 10 games, we're in a very good position. And you go on to the next block or the next block, and we see where we are. But you can't, after 3 games, you can't get carried away like everything's changed and the light switch has been flicked on and we can see again. Do you know what I mean? We're still in a tunnel. There's a bit of light at the end of it, but we're still in a tunnel, guys. Like, let's not kid ourselves, because it could all go tits up.
It's good reading though. It does look nice to see this.
It's great to be here. It's great to be here, mate. And like I said to you, like I'm gutted you weren't there yesterday, mate, because the feeling around Old Trafford was unreal. It was really, really good. Like, From before kickoff, I think there was an expectation positively like that United could come in and win the game, and we'll forget the Amorim chance because he shouldn't be having them. No manager should when he's done nothing for the club. But the buzz around Old Trafford, mate, was brilliant to see. Do you know what I mean? Like it was nice. It was a good atmosphere to be in yesterday. I was very happy it was a game that I attended for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Super chat here saying Cunha could be one of our best signings post Fergie. Oh, man, what a player, man. What a player. Tom says, who was the best wing in the league? Don't care about selling 2025. Saka, yeah, maybe, but it's damn close. Semenyo could help Cunha. AFC Talk 04. Still imagine if they W now, we are doomed. Yeah, Chelsea are finished, I can't lie. Saeed, Nuruddin, you have a what? Green
Jews to say, or sorry, or something like that.
Say sorry to Amorim for the
I think you have to say sorry,
yeah.
Brother, listen to me. Brother, ain't no sorry right now because we haven't achieved anything, bro. Like, I mean, like, once we achieve something, sorries can be maybe given in that aspect. But like I said, man, it's a brilliant week for United. Chelsea lost, Man City lost, Arsenal lost. I can't lie, bro. When you look at like if what was it? Is it if Carlsberg did weekends or something like that? What did they used to say?
Yeah. Carlsberg did weekends. Yeah.
Yeah, but the advert was funny, man. But this is a brilliant weekend. Only if Tottenham would have lost would have been better. But brother, I can't lie. This has been a nice weekend, bro. Like, man could just, bro. Like, yeah, maybe if Arsenal had lost, but let's be honest.
Yeah. Facts, no.
Liverpool lost. Sorry, Arsenal. Did I say Arsenal lost? Sorry.
Yeah, you said Arsenal lost.
Yeah, had Arsenal lost. You get me? But yeah, man, I think for me it's been a brilliant weekend, and yeah, man, like, may it continue, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where, like, you know what it is, bro. Like, I feel like we got this credit in the bank where as soon as that money runs out, bro, it's like it's over. You know when you used to have credit on your phone and that, and you hear that credit's gone, and then boom, you got to top up, man. I just hope we don't have to top up against Forest, because that will be a different test. I can't lie. It will be a different test.
I expect us to win that, though. I think we will win that.
Yeah.
I mean, if Chelsea can go there and slap them, I think we can.
Yeah, they're in a bit of a crisis for us. Like they
I ain't worried about that.
No, I am, man. We don't have the caliber of the world champions, man. So you know.
World champions elect, man. Where's my belt, man? Yo,
Lewis, you got my belt, man. Yo, I respect you. You man are mocking. I respect it, man. Any place they go, man, you gotta respect them as world champions.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Mr. Sarcasm City at in his talking.
Yeah.
You got to all the eyes across all the teams over there, mate.
Yeah. But now, guys, man, it's been a brilliant week. I appreciate you lot for supporting. You know what I'm saying to you, and yeah, man, we hit 200K. You feel me? Big up to everyone who did that as well.
The first time we've been on stream since that, I think. Congrats. I forgot to message you personally, but congrats. I love that for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
I did tell you personally because I'm a good friend, but you know, let's not. I'm not trying to get L. I'm not trying to get W's.
I'm trying to get friends.
Easy jabs.
My congratulations, my bro.
Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate you, man. Everybody who's been part of the journey. Is it part of success?
Yeah, I was part of the journey here before AA, by the way, but going as you. Jab back, mate. You know, say it slipped out.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, appreciate you lot, man. Yeah, like I said to you, man, we go again, man, on Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. Do we do 3 p.m.? What a weird time in it, but we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, AA love for coming on, bro. Let them know where they can find you, man. Appreciate you.
But you never have to fight me for coming on, bro. It's a pleasure to be here every single week. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if I was late to the party, as some people have highlighted. But I honestly, as I always.
Sorry, go on. This guy's an idiot.
I always come last anyway, so it don't matter. So, big up to Saeed every single time. Bro, no one deserves it better than you. Do you know what I mean? I say it all the time, mate. You're one of the most humblest, best guys I've met in this space for sure. So the success is massively deserved. Really hardworking. Always a pleasure to be on with my hype man in Flawless, and the guy who makes me feel a little bit smarter every time I'm on stream with him is obviously Adam. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, always the best chat on YouTube as well, despite the flack they like to give us. Always glad they're here. FCAA. I've maybe done my last ever vlog at Old Trafford, guys. So if you like them videos,
never say never, bro. Never say never.
Well, no. I said maybe. But the style of video that I do now, I did, won't be anymore. FCAA is having a rebrand, something brand new, something fresh coming, something to look forward to. So yeah, go and subscribe now because the journey is going to be a good one. And yeah, I just feel the videos of what I do are totally different. Someone's asking why. The videos of what I do are just different, man. And everyone sees vlogs. Do you know what I mean? And I want to be different. I want to stand out and do what I'm good at. And a lot of that comes from Flawless. After, if you haven't watched it, my special on his channel a couple of weeks ago. It's a long one, for 4 hours long.
But it was good. Yeah, make sure you check it out.
Yeah. It felt like therapy, bro. I feel like I've got a lot off my chest, you know. But from that, it's pushed me where I want to be as a creator on YouTube. So, yeah, man, I'm cooking something. So,
come on,
how long I don't know, but it's good. So, yeah, get over to FC, the word double and A. Go and subscribe. Become part of the journey quick. And yeah, man, hopefully the do-rag's staying. That's the main thing.
That's it, bro. Durag
double A.
Big up my guy, man. Big up my guy, Double A, man. Adam, thank you so much for coming on, bro. As always.
Pleasure, my bro, man. Thank you. Thanks to you, man, and congratulations again. Like, very, very, very deserved, man. You're one of the best in this, man. It's deserved. Like, you know, there are people they get success, but you're like, yeah. But not you. I think everyone is happy for you, like without a doubt. And well deserved, my bro. Thank you very much for having me as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much, man. Big up to you, bro. And obviously, big up to my guy, Flawless, who's going live right now. It's the Arsenal show, isn't it, right?
Yeah. You got the United Arsenal show, and then following that, the United Liverpool show with Bayesian Reds TV. So yeah, you go on that one. That I can't wait for that one because they've been crashing out for weeks now. So hearing from the Liverpool lot, my shout out to Barnes, Pops, Crabs. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? That was going, but yeah, United Arsenal show before that. But blessed for having me, Saeed. Appreciate it. Always good chopping up with Double A. Always good to see Adam on here as well. Shouts to the chat as well, man, because you lot help support. And again, only echo what both men have said, Saeed, about the 200K. Like, that's no small feat, and it seemed like he was on 100K just a couple months back. So to just get there quick, and you'll be at 300K in no time. But probably deserve all the effort all the work and effort you put in, and the amount of people you allow on your platform, including myself. So I appreciate it. So yeah, man, you're gonna continue to thrive in this space. Big up every time.
Big up to you.
Love, brother.
Come on, bro. Always love, man. Always love. Big up to the community. Big up to everyone watching. We're gonna raid Flawless right now. Saeed TV. See you there tomorrow, midday live. Hey, Don, Rums, hey, and LB, everyone.
George, everyone, yeah.
No, George, he won,
didn't they? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and everyone else, it is. But yeah, guys, I'll see you lot soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.